I definitely can't dance. I hate dancing.
Dance?
No, he says he can't dance. I definitely can't dance.
You can play darts as well, can you?
No, I used to be able to play a little bit. Not so much these days.
I beat Wayne the other day, so
Yeah? You feel confident? What's the rule, Chris?
don't pop balls.
Fucking pop balls, man.
Like,
Backing up that.
all your wives how you like, so don't like insult anybody you love or anything like that, or, you know.
Oh, you're live now?
Yeah, so I'm just going to test, I'm going to go down the corridor now and listen what it's picking up. And if you want to do the test, then might as well unplug it and re-plug it.
Yeah, let me know when it's coming through.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's coming through.
Can you hear us loud and clear?
Yeah.
How do I get on that screen then?
You can't move it.
You
So
can't make that
full. Yeah, I can make it full screen.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, it's gone off now. And it'll
So we've got a
hopefully
20
come back
second
on
delay
now.
then, is there?
Yeah. It'll come back on now hopefully in a second. And we'll be
There's no
talking.
lag though between what we're seeing and what we're saying though.
No, that is exactly
That's
live.
perfect. Okay,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, that's warm, isn't it?
Behind the screen behind is this. This is the 20-second delay for everybody else.
Perfect.
So your timing is good.
Happy days.
Do you want to unplug it now in a minute while you're warming up your vocal cords with darts and beer?
Do you want to what?
Do you want to turn the microphone off while you're warming up?
Yes, better actually. Just in case.
Yeah, heckler, are you? Live. We all squashing and I'm gonna wheel a chair over. Get comfy.
Whatever.
I'll be in my little corner here.
Would you get that from next door, Jim? Is there anyone in there, is there?
Yeah, Bracy and are in the middle of the match. So just
yeah.
keep an eye.
I'll grab one then.
You have to check your phone to see who's how many viewers are in, is it?
Yeah, I'll have a look at some point now.
We'll do a proper intro once they kick off, is it?
Yes. As they start lagging up now and then.
Are we coming through loud and clear?
Check now.
Notice you took the side of the sofa without the stains.
Well.
Yes.
As they start lagging up now and then.
Are we coming through loud and clear?
What's he got?
It's 10 on at the minute.
Oh, watch it.
Yeah.
Is that on now, is it?
Look to lag, we're kicking off.
For the first commentary backed poolhub stream.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got the Swansea Pool Hub King of the Hill final between Chris Simpson and Luke Jobb. Oh, Thomas getting those trophies lined up straight. I bet Chris has gone flat out on those trophies as well.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't given out a trophy for about 6 months. Now he's in the final. Look at those two beauties.
Yeah.
Membership will be going up £1 next month.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Big thanks to Thomas Heal for coming down and reffing as well.
He loves it, doesn't he, Thomas?
It's not a short journey for him, so big effort.
Looks in good spirits. Wasn't he in his last match? Didn't he pick a ball up and it slipped out of his glove?
Yeah.
Let's hope we don't get any of those mishaps this evening.
It happens, doesn't it? We've all been there.
The gloves they wear are really slippery, and they so.
Yeah. Oh, Chris is quite a edgy, nervy character. It might just break the ice for him if something happens. But if Luke gets ahead, Chris will go a bit twitchy, I think.
I think the first 5 frames in this match are going to be huge, aren't they?
Yeah.
If Luke can close that 2-frame early days,
Yeah, I think if
he's
Chris,
got to fancy it then.
Yeah, if Chris could get to 5-2 ahead, you know, he's in a very comfortable spot then, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I was saying this to Luke the other day. I think first 4 or 5 frames, if Chris wins, which he's more than capable of, kind of 3-1, 3-2, 4-1, something around that kind of mark, Luke is pretty much going to chase him for the next hour.
Yes. Yeah.
Take him an hour to claw that kind of 4 or 5
if Chris
frame
can have
deficit
3 of the first 5, I think he'll feel settled then.
But they're both capable of doing it, don't they?
Yeah,
You know, they're both capable of winning the first 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5. So I think it's all down to the start, isn't it?
I think it'll be a good match. I think it'll twist and turn a little bit. Obviously, Luke on paper would be the favourite, but he is giving Chris a 2 start, and Chris is everywhere these days. He was on Monday flyers, Friday flyers. He's got himself around a fair bit this year, so tournament-wise,
he's playing a lot better stuff recently as well, Chris, to be fair.
Yeah, he's coming into this for me as good as he can be. But Luke is the better player, hence the start. It'll be interesting. Here we go.
Table's flying as well, which always helps.
Do you get nervous on the first frame on a big kind of match? Just get one under the belt, kind of settle down.
Yeah. I think if you lose the first 2,
it's more of a relief more than anything.
All you want is a good chance in the first frame, innit? Chance early days.
I think it depends on the match. So, like if it's you know, a tournament that's going on throughout the day, you know, you can just sort of you know, rock up to the final if you've played well.
Play
early
yourself
on.
into it. Yeah, definitely agree with
I
that.
couldn't find where you all are with it.
We're live in the mic. Ben Jones has just entered the room.
Hello.
Good. Grab a seat, get yourself comfy.
Yeah, they didn't let me on the sofa, so I had to grab a
You
chair.
get one space for a
Plenty of
small
room,
one.
yeah.
Not bad, eh?
Yeah, back to
Split
that first
setup.
frame. I think for me, like no matter your standard, I agree. Top standard, or if you
Yeah.
played all day is different. But turning up in an evening, you just want
Yeah,
just one frame,
Waiting
just get
around all day.
settled.
yeah,
First frames, eh?
yeah.
You want a few shots early days where you
Yeah.
can, you know, the kind of shots where you can pump it into the centre of the pocket and make
Yeah.
yourself feel wonderful.
Yeah,
One or two of them early days,
Yeah.
and then you're away.
Yeah,
like not even the first frame. Sometimes it's just literally the first pot. If you've got
Yeah.
a nice roll into the middle, you know,
Yeah.
just to calm the nerves. Especially as Chris is quite a nervy person anyway, so might benefit him, if he gets a nice break.
Keep it going close.
Yeah.
Problem area on the left, but other than that, they're looking alright, aren't they?
Yeah, so one of those ones for me, I was gonna giving Chris a bit of guidance, if you like it. Say, make your mind up. Is he going frame from the start? If so, go for it. If he's not, then kind of play his safety early and not to pot kind of 3 or 4 and then look to hide. So we'll know basically shot 2. If he pots the second ball, he's going game.
Yeah, it should just be take a colour set and make your mind up from there. He's got a nice angle now. We might be able to kick the one off the rail, but then he'd be pushing that red down towards the top cushion, then where might cause himself a bit of danger.
That's what I love about pool, though. Everyone looks at the game differently, don't they?
Yeah.
Like looking at that table, I was immediately thinking reds.
That's a good shot. That
I
left,
didn't mind reds.
Flyer now, though.
Yeah.
that left yellow goes over to the right corner.
Yeah.
Every ball goes, no?
He's going to screw this back, but I think you need to push through. Because if you screw back and you land low on the next yellow, I can't see how he gets back on the one that's kind of by the black and the red. Whereas if you push through, either being low or high, I think you're fine.
Because you can just run through again.
Yeah. So for me, I would run this one across the rail with a little bit of right hand side and cut the back of it.
Give yourself options on the next yellow. Then, don't you?
Yeah. Nice shot. Was
It's
it right?
alright there. Bit hampered maybe, but
He's nice, he's hit that well. That's a good
Great shot.
confident pot. Isn't
yeah, that's exactly what I mean. One of those.
it?
That's a settler, if nothing else.
Yeah.
He's done his textbook.
That was a nice finish.
Nice.
Well, faultless first frame.
Couldn't ask for a better start. That'll settle Chris no end.
Yeah.
And Luke isn't an overly confident guy, is he?
No.
So you like another one or two of those, and Luke starts to think, "Hang on a minute, match is getting away from me."
Yeah, but at the same time, Luke is one of those that can just switch it on.
Yeah.
He is one that I've seen, a good few frames down in a match, and then play some incredible stuff to bring it back.
Oh, he's more than capable. the handicap pool format though, it doesn't suit everybody, does it? Like,
I struggle with
it
it.
doesn't matter what level you're at. Some people
Yeah.
like having start and they can kind of thrive on that. Some people don't like having start. Some people find chasing the frames quite difficult.
Yeah, I struggle
Just
chasing. Unless I
another-
have a very good start, I struggle chasing a handicap.
Chris isn't in his usual pool hub top, is he?
Yeah, he's in the yellow one.
Oh, it's Luke in that Welsh top.
Like Chris having that first frame now, I feel like Luke's going to be thinking that this is a big frame already.
Yeah,
It's a big difference, 3-1 to 4-0.
yeah, I agree. I don't think he'd be alright here, but if he loses it and he's
Yeah.
looking at 4, you're right. He's a good player though, Luke. He's got a lot of experience. He should be okay.
It's a nice break.
Let's go a bit better than that. That is a phenomenal break. Look at those.
That'd be a nice settler for Luke to,
Can't ask for a better layup
Yeah.
than that.
No.
if you can make sure to get these.
I don't think you could hit them any better.
As far as clearances go, they are unmissable.
The cue ball's basically landed on the black spot there.
I know he's playing confident though. For me, he just wants to slow down a little bit here. Otherwise,
Just
he'll end
make
up putting
sure.
the white somewhere where he doesn't want to be.
Yeah. Just got to make sure, even though they are quite easy.
Like that. He's just, for me, you can
Good
just tell
job.
he's just a little bit quick there.
Yeah.
Tells me he's not quite settled yet.
I'm still fancying to get them.
He's on the one in the corner pocket. Is he the left
Yeah, I
top
think he
corner?
can just get through to it, yeah. Just float across the other side of the table then. Oh,
He's taking a hold here a little bit. Oh, that's held up nice. I thought I was going to go further down than that.
well, we've gone dish to start. No complaints about quality.
No. I think when you could spot straight away, Luke was a little bit faster on those early couple of balls, but he kind of got that one bad positional shot and then he settled himself in. He kind of took his time over the last couple. Nice finish again. Nobody saw this come in. We'll have 10 dishes now back to back.
The lag will be the most important shot of the match now.
We are lucky as members though down here, aren't we? You can just look at the what's on screen. Condition of the tables, to be fair, is top draw.
It's a quality venue.
And it's not a pub or a club as such. It is a hub, which means the members that we have got on the books are all good players. Look after the table. It's brushed. Balls are cleaned regularly. It's levelled regularly. Luke does his detailing on the tables as well for us. As far as supreme pool tables go, it's about as good as you'll ever get, I think, and they've somewhat recently been reclothed as well. So no excuses. The table's going to be playing perfect for the both of them.
Relatively nice split. Just didn't get a ball.
Yeah, he's got a chance on both. It's hard to tell if he's got an angle on his first yellow to bump that one up with the red and yellow touch in. Can't quite see.
Big shot in the frame coming up now.
I'm not sure if he pots that one in the left middle, if he can do much with the white, and if he's on anything next, he might have to leave that there.
Can you see in the left middle? Yeah.
I think it does go down to left corner or top
Yeah.
corner, so I might be tempted just to take the middle of the three here. It's a big pot still, but take the middle one of the three and get the white up towards that kind of blue spot area. Give yourself some options. You must think he can go far enough to take that yellow in the middle, back in the top bottom right. Yeah.
So it was a big ask of the pocket, that was, wasn't it?
Thin cut. It was a hard pot anyway, and he's trying to play with a bit of pace to get white out. It's one of those ones, isn't it? It's gone for that. It wouldn't surprise me if he comes back to the table with Chris, but another player, another day. I think that's frame over on reds now from you.
Don't think the black goes in either bottom pocket, does it?
Middle, right middle is where I would play it. I take the red in the top right now, land low on the one that's between the yellows and the black. That's the way I would go and get rid of those two. Because those bottom three, again, it's hard to tell on the camera, but I can't see how they join together nicely.
No, shorter playing for the gap in between the black and the yellow closest to it. But there's always danger in that shot.
That's why I think I would have liked to get rid of those two up on the right there, out of the way, and before he took that last one. You've only got to get down there once then. That's a good shot.
test of the cue ball control now.
Yeah. If he can land on that one on the left and get down towards the top left pocket, then the red goes in the middle, obviously, and the black in the other middle. Is he playing for a cannon here, full in the face?
It's very easy to go in off here, though.
It's hard to tell how thin a cut this is. Even if that drops, right, he's hard, but he pots that one down the black. As he go with that other red all the way up the top. Hard. Which, not bad though, he's still got left Luke with a bit of work to do. That yellow behind the black looks to be the game ball, isn't it? A bit tricky.
Yeah, I think the only saving grace with it is the red next to it can act as a stopper if need be for a cue ball.
Would it pass to the top right pocket though?
It's much easier if it does.
If it does, then
well, behind the red.
Too bad. Yeah. I feel like it might slip through there.
If it does, then yeah, it's nice, really nice. We'll find out in a shot.
If it doesn't, you fancy a little stun shot here, don't you? Take the yellow as a cutback, using the red as a stopper for the cue ball.
Oh, it doesn't. It's got some work to do here.
Some shot to go on the yellow now.
Now, take your medicines, your potash, try to get the white over on the left rail somewhere, and a thin cut back in then. There's definitely space to get the white just past the black and cut it into the top left. Does that go in the middle? If it is, that's a great shot he's played.
It's cued that lovely.
It's a great pot. From this angle, it never looks like this goes, does it?
No.
He did have a little look though, didn't he, before he played it?
It didn't go.
Oh wow.
The fact that it didn't go for me, I think that last shot was the wrong shot then, because he has played a great shot. He's cued it brilliantly, can't deny that. But he could have just rolled it in and come off the top cushion over to left, or stunned it across and been guaranteed a shot. Don't know. If he had dubbed it, I wouldn't have had anything to say, I guess. Chris has got to make the most of these now. He's got to pick up these frames against Luke if he's going to have a chance of beating him to 12.
This shot here now, pretty much straight on the red. Do you roll it in or do you pump it in? This will tell a lot how he's feeling, won't it?
Roll it for me. Like a drag shot. Nice, good kill in.
Good shot.
Is he a bit low? Does that yellow come into play? Is he a bit low? Does the yellow come into play?
Ooh, Might
Just
just
No,
about,
he's
yeah.
fine. No, he's fine. Nice.
Clinical.
Yeah. Those are the frames that will make the difference. Where Luke had a good chance, he was in first, but then Chris says when he got his chance to go, he's taken it.
Yeah.
If Chris can do that all night, Luke's got a game on his hands. Right, what are we? 7:25. I think I've got to do a quick shout out to 2 viewers in the house. I think Seth and George are watching the game in the house. Yeah, they love it. They are.
They've taught you everything you know.
Well, Seth has, if you ask him. Seth will tell you that he knows better. He's been playing longer, and he knows how to do every shot in the textbook. And then George will listen to everything that you say. Obviously, being so small, he's. I think last time he was down here, Rich got him I don't know, like a drinks crate or something, so he could stand on.
Closer. Bring it on your lap, so it's not very
Clear, is it?
yeah, awesome.
I think the next couple of frames are important, aren't they? Because if Chris can get, 5-6-2 in front.
Agree. We said at the start, maybe the first 4 or 5 frames, if Chris can stay on top in that early part, it really puts Luke under pressure. And Chris looks to be playing well. They look tough first glance.
Yeah.
The trickiest layout so far.
Yeah, Luke didn't hit them as nice as he's hit the other two, is he?
That's
Hold it. Got to speak directly into it, if we.
yeah. If you're that far away, or if it's down there, it won't, like it's like a desk mic, so you normally be sitting at the desk speaking into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to pass the microphone around there.
I've been reliably informed that this lovely sofa we're sat on pulls out into a bed if this takes forever.
Oh, there we go then.
So,
Perfect.
not to worry. We're sorted for the night if needs be.
I was going to say that's unlucky, but if he can pot this red down the rail, he's got a good chance from there. One good one.
Yeah, it's a lovely shot. You feel like he's in business now, don't you? Ooh, didn't expect him to miss that.
Yeah.
Uncharacteristic.
Bit of a bad one. Chris does have half a chance now.
It is only half a chance from here, though.
Yeah, a couple of tricky yellows, and I'm not sure if that black goes, whether he's going to have to do something to develop it.
would it be worth Chris taking that one in the middle now and trying to nudge the black? Because if he hits the black full ball and he's not on the 2 in the top left as we see it, he might be on the one that the cuble's nearest to now anyway.
Is he a bit straight on it?
The risk I see with that shot is pushing the black into the yellows and hiding it. Oh, sorry, I thought he was on reds. Forget me.
I fancy going into it more now from this shot with a bit more angle.
Ooh, that was it's a full ball, is it?
You know what I'd be saying on that one? I just didn't fancy from that angle. He was guaranteed to be on something portable. So, Tom, I think you said go for it on the first shot. At least he would have had something up the top, which could have given an option. He's in trouble now. Tom's called a total as well. And it's hard. Because if he doesn't snooker him, he's got obviously that red, but the white now is going to be on, I think, regardless of where that white goes, doesn't it? Can't see anywhere to hide.
Best of a bad situation there, I feel.
I think other than porting the ball, that's as good as he was going to get from there.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
He's left nothing easy here.
Oh, you can tell by his body language there he fancied the double.
Bit of
Pretty
insurance
much
as
goes
well.
straight down and hit the...
Yeah, and the way he played it, nice pace in it, was a good
Yeah.
chance of taking that corner of the table.
Nice and confident.
Nice shot. So we go, first 4 frames, shared 2 apiece. I think both will be happy. There hasn't been any, I don't think there's been much bad play or anything. He's taking the kind of chances. At what point, 2 start, it's not a huge start, but at what point do you feel like you've got to chip away at it and make an inroad?
Yeah, Chris will be the happier of the two. But it's by no means panic stations for Luke.
But that's all. What Chris, I say all as if it's easy. Chris just wants to go toe to toe with Luke, doesn't he? He doesn't need to beat him.
He doesn't need to do any more.
If he can go 4 all, 6 all, 8 all, I think Chris would take that.
one tough ball, one reds.
Chris has changed his break recently, isn't he? Like last 6 weeks or something, isn't he? Because
He used to do a walk into it, didn't he?
Yeah, and
Sort
he
of.
used to get 100% power behind every break, whereas now he seems to be putting, centre or just left centre on the cue ball, and then he's topping the ball forward, and it
Yeah.
don't seem to be popping as well as they used to. Because Chris used to have a really dangerous break, like 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, I've picked up on that. He's definitely dropped down to about 80% power to try and keep that white under control, which he's
Yeah.
doing. But at what point is that kind of white more important than making a ball or two?
Yeah.
Luke is wasting no time to take these reds out.
That's actually okay. For me, he's got a big target if he just takes his time. I'm not sure if the cross double goes, but if not, off the top rail and hit that red pretty full. I think it's off the yellow and in the middle.
Yeah.
I like the odds of making that.
And if he completely mishits it, he might even put that yellow over the middle bag safe on the rail anyway, so.
Look at the angle on it and the distance.
Yeah.
You've got to think this is one that Luke's ability gets very, very close to this for me.
Does he possibly risk snookering himself though playing it?
No, I think he lands in the gap then, and the one that's kind of on his shoulder there goes up into the left corner.
If I'm being completely honest, I think if it was me at that table, I wouldn't even see that shot.
Mm-hmm.
You're almost forced to see it though, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's definitely spotted it. Here we go. I think he'll get this.
Left Chris hampered.
Can you see the one over next to the left middle?
Yeah, I think he might be able to.
And it's not touching that yellow, is it?
No.
I can't see. I don't think you can get the one in the middle. Surely you go down and play that straight away.
He hasn't looked at it, so.
You saw Thomas have a quick look as well,
Yeah.
so it must be close.
But again, if it's a quick look, it might just suggest it is, might be able to see that it just didn't touch it. He had a lot of room to play with there, and he's hit the red.
Yeah, a
he
little bit
could
of a
have come,
clumsy shot.
could have come wide. It landed in the gap of those 3 reds in a triangle, and he'd have had a choice of 2 or 3 different yellows anyway. Now he's left with a tricky one down the rail.
Yeah, I think the last one, in fairness to Chris, was difficult. He was queuing over the balls there,
Yeah.
bridging in. Very little he could do other than play it naturally.
Did fancy Luke to get that.
There's not many places to hide, and if he's going game, I might be tempted with a double on this
Double,
yellow to
yeah.
start.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad shout from you. So I don't see any other way to get on it.
Suppose he could pot the one with the black and screw into it, but then he's got a Q1. At least with the double, he can kind of just hit it true, hit it firm. He's not going to twitch at that one, is he? He's looking at hiding, is he? Where's he going? What's he looking at down in the, well, which is the bottom side of the table, the top of the screen? What are we saying?
I think the top of the table is the top of the table as we're looking at it now.
Yeah.
Okay,
It is
bottom.
in snooker. I think it's the same in pool.
The opposite side of the bulk.
Yeah.
It's the top that we're looking at, the way we're looking at it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it makes no
so
sense when on TV because
It's
they
back
always
to
have it
front.
upside down.
Stacey yellows across the top rail.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying?
I would
Yeah.
say so. Yeah.
There you go. I've only been playing for 30 something years.
Mhm.
Just figured out which rail is the top and then which rail is the bottom.
Could he screw straight into it?
I don't know about screwing into it. I think you can top off like a cock hat into it though. That'll be very close.
Just looks a little straight on it.
I feel like he might be finding the gap in between the yellow and the red over the pocket if he tries to screw straight into it.
Yeah, we always run the risk that
Yeah.
if you screw into it, that if you catch it half ball, you'd
Yeah,
be pushing
yeah.
it towards
It's
the
going
red
the
of
wrong
the
way.
bag.
If you kind of come at a cock hat,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're almost guaranteed to be on it anywhere, and you.
Ideally, you don't want to leave it till like the last ball, do you?
you could play double now and you could just roll a double in. White would come up nice, I think, for the two yellows.
Yeah.
He's turned this down now, was this the third time where he's not gone at it either a double or to kick it. I'm not sure what angle he's hoping for and if he's going to get it any better than where he is now. He's going to have one more chance to get in a better position. Yeah, he's just thrown his arm at that. That wasn't the right shot. Again, just as mentioned a moment ago, if he comes at it from the top side, he's asking for a lot, isn't he, to kick it out of that corner where the red is protecting it.
Forced into the double now.
You might have to play it in a way that he's going to knock the black and yellow out as well, is he? From this position, you'd be thinking you wished you took that double on the first shot when you were straight on it.
Definitely.
From what we've seen of Luke, I can't see him making any mistakes here. I think this is going to be one to Luke, closes that gap finally. I'm not sure if I like taking him this way.
No.
You could easily,
run past.
like, he's all right there, but
They did
that's
well.
close, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Easy slip behind the yellow, or overhit and left himself the wrong side.
Like, he's ended up taking those nicely, but he could have left himself with a bit more room to work on that one. But he's done them nice. There's another frame on the board.
feel he's quite unlucky not to get a ball there. He struck him quite well.
And they have split very nice.
Yeah. Every yellow's got a pocket.
Just needs one good position, is he? If he can land on the one that's on its own on the right hand side after this one on the corner, the other three up the top are kind of drop-ins dot to dot. Needs to run.
Another inch, you're happy there, aren't you?
Just about fell short.
Still not the end of the world, 'cause you can take them three and leave the one that's on the open, you know, the middle of those three as we see it, and just float through the gap between cushion and red, and he's, you know, all he's got to do is pop down the rail and he'll have a shot at the black in the top left corner.
Yeah, I think that's the route.
You know, it's not the way Chris would have wanted to take them, but you know, from where he is, he's got to settle with it, isn't he? Just doesn't want to put in a quick one and screw behind the red. Nice. Nicely done.
He's played that very well.
Yeah.
You can run this one in now and go kind of low on that yellow, so he's kind of cutting it back into the pocket. Makes it a lot easier to slide up the table.
Yeah. And just float past the red. Because all he can ask for then is just a shot on the yellow up the rail.
That's a funny choice.
It's a bit straight.
Just roll that in, just give that red a little nudge onto the back rail. Leave the white a little bit lower. Oh wow.
Ooh, yeah. So you're going to play cross doubles not on.
Does it drop into the middle?
But that's all come from that last shot where he's just stunned it back an inch rather than run it through into the red.
Yeah.
And then, well, he didn't need to hit it as hard as he's hit it. I don't know what he thought was happening. Maybe he thought he was hitting the red, maybe? Big shot now. I think if Chris misses it and ends up losing the frame, he's going to feel like he's had chances in the last two and all of a sudden it's 4-all.
Yeah.
The match has kind of changed very quickly.
Whereas he could have been 5-6 in front.
Tempted one all the way down the rail so that if you do miss it, you might take the pocket or not.
I think that's the shot I'd be playing, yeah.
Long way away.
Missed it by a fair bit.
He has, but he has caused a bit of problems down there for that one red. You going game here in reds or
No, I think
looking
I'm
to try and
running
get
away,
two
yeah.
shots?
I think I'm running away, yeah.
Got to be careful if you're running though, because the yellower it is, the white can come down there. It'll be close to the pocket if you kick at it.
you were saying good stuff, but get a bit close, get in there, like, or pass it in a bit, if he starts chops in. Brilliant, boys, good. It's like, you know, I've got the YouTube, it's comments on YouTube coming through, I've looked on your phones and stuff like that, and, you know, like, it's up to 30 odd viewers at one point. Jack started talking like that for 15 minutes.
Sorry, executive
Yeah, I
producer.
That's a solid shot, but I feel he could have just played the same shot and leaving that red over the bottom right pocket anyway.
Yeah, we know the rule. If your plan is to find cover, you don't really want to be taking balls off the table. Although that, what he's actually played there, that red is awkward, isn't it? It's in that position where it just needs to think about it. I don't think, or is it natural? You can just come to the left-hand side of the red.
Can Chris get cue ball in between
Yeah,
the black and the red next to the racking line?
You might be able to play it off the top cushion. I think that's what he's looking at. At the bottom cushion, sorry. Because the cushion, you know, the cloth's still really new, and it's just going to slide. And if he gets through that gap of the red and the cushion, you know, he's only looking for the hit, isn't he? And he,
What, go off the top cushion and hit it?
yeah.
I don't like that. I
No,
don't
the
think.
bottom cushion.
Bulk.
Yeah,
Ball cushion. Yeah, for me, he's got to come off the ball cushion. If he comes off
It's
the
gonna slide
top
anyway,
cushion,
Yeah.
you're not really doing anything, just putting Luke back
No.
at the table. I think with the cue ball being off the cushion a little bit there, you can see it's half an inch off.
Oh, he's looking at the treble.
You could jack your cue up and kind of play a screw with a little bit of left-hand side, right-hand side off the ball cushion.
I think he's looking 2 or 3 cushions.
Yeah.
But let's say he hits it at this angle.
Yeah, if he hits with this angle, he's bound to leave a red on.
Yeah, that's, I mean, he's not really doing anything.
Yeah.
For me, I think he's got to attack it in a fashion where the white is coming down the table into it with a chance of it kind of either taking that pocket better or going straight in.
That's not.
What do we know? That's as good as you could have hit from there.
And he still covered that red.
I thought Luke, if you want to, he can easily just hit that ball on the top rail and snooker him again.
Yeah.
Which he's chosen to do. And again, against somebody of Luke's quality, I'd say, is hitting the yellow enough to get you back in the frame and give you another chance?
The shot Chris is looking at here, I don't mind. Coming off top cushion, touch of left hand side, coming off the side rail.
He's going to have to get very tight to that red though in front of the yellow, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like really
And
tight.
If he catches yellow, then the ball will be going quite close to the corner bag, then, won't it? And obviously the side might turn it in as well off the jaws.
Wasn't far away.
All Luke needs to do here is take these out, and he's eliminated the handicap. He's caught up.
Yeah. He's got 2 shots as well, so you know he does need to make sure not play anything stupid. a safety net now as well, because the yellow's quite close to that top cushion anyway.
Tom is celebrating commentary, not because of Luke's good shot in the middle there, but the Swans have just gone 1 up against Man City. How long's gone in that game?
10 minutes.
Nobody tell Luke. Luke's a Cardiff fan, isn't he? So that'll ruin his mood.
If Chris has got any sense, he's got it on in the background.
Yeah.
I think taking the ball to the corner was the shot there.
This is one of these shots where it's very easy to end up in an in-between position with the cue ball as to whether you're going to play it in the middle or in a corner.
What's your preference? Take it in the top corner, come down low on it?
I would keep the... yeah, that shot. Exactly that shot.
Chris hasn't really done much wrong in the last 2 frames, but he's definitely had 2 half chances, and he'll be feeling it in the chair like he's let a frame or 2 go. But Luke, on the other hand, lead is gone, 4-all. That's exactly the start he would have wanted. Oh, Tom, you've lost signal on your phone. Football's gone off. What are we thinking in football then? Swans obviously just gone 1-0 up. Have they got enough? Home?
Ooh.
Can they hold on to that lead?
Yes.
If the first 10 minutes is anything to go by, yeah, you'd think so, because they've been all over Man City for the first 10 minutes.
Haaland's out as well. I know you, Tom and Ben, you both said 3-1 to City, didn't you?
Yeah, I fancied Swans going in to half-time at 1-all and then falling apart in the second half. But
Yeah, and
I hope I'm
City,
wrong.
City may have been going into it like,
Half-hearted, like.
yeah, not really. Oh,
Pizza money for the boys and the boys.
Oh, that could be daft.
Are you here till the end, yeah?
Huh?
Are you here till the end? Yeah. Get a pizza from, at the end, from Marcus and Tom as well. Marcus said he wanted me to do it for him for pizza, so don't be acting like you don't have pizza.
Absolutely.
In a bit, boys.
See you in a bit.
Why is it so nice?
From where we are on commentary, we can hear the music in the playing room. And I'm having to remind myself over and over again not to sing along. Because everyone will hear me singing.
It's fine, Tom, you can sing if you want. The same few songs are playing on repeat, don't they?
Yeah, Jack, you mentioned a few frames ago. He's definitely not hitting that brake as hard as he can. He's controlling the white, but
still, I don't like the top spin brake because like you see Mellon trying to do it, but there's so many times where you hit the centre ball like half ball and you just top it into the middle bag. Whereas if you're just standing the ball back, you've got the entire bottom cushion to play with, really.
I think the brake might be in Chris's head a bit today, because he was up here this afternoon working on his brake.
Was he?
So it might have got in his head a little bit.
But I think he's been doing this because he, like I say, he does play a lot of tournaments lately, so he pops up on the stream pretty regular.
Yeah.
He has been doing his brake now for a couple of weeks. And I think in a long race against somebody as good as Luke, I think Chris has got to make balls.
Yeah.
And he's got to get the odd clearance off the brake here and there to keep himself in the match. That's my view on it. I don't think he can afford to go dry too many times against Luke.
I don't think Chris has ever really cup brake either, has he?
No.
He's never really been one for it.
I remember him saying, he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get a cup brake into my game recently, and it's just not happening.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the cup break.
Yeah, yeah. But I think the cup break might benefit Chris in the fact that, if you don't catch a cup break 100%, the balls might go quite safe anyway.
Ooh, that's a bit of a loose one from Luke.
Chris is better than Luke, on the match play side of things, so might benefit him just to, slow the match down a little bit maybe. Just to get a frame or two, get a bit of rhythm going. Ride the wave.
It's a nice shot to get on those two awkward ones early days.
Very nice. But this one up at the top corner, bottom corner, one of the corners with the red. It's not.
Do
It's
you
not
try
easy.
and get that out, or do you play short side position on it?
I think it's out enough for me that I would probably try and get kind of in the bulk area on the left hand side.
Ooh, that's not a great shot at all.
It goes. If the red and the blue spot kind of cuts past that yellow into the centre, I'd play that now, run the white down onto the bulk cushion, and I'm out from there then.
Yeah, but you're out from any position of the day.
Well,
I don't think the plant's the right shot because he's gonna have to play it with a bit of pace just to
So that,
get off the cushion.
yeah.
Well, he's got the pocket.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
he's got lucky there. He's hit that so bad. It's not the right shot. If the red drops, he's in a world of pain. Very, very lucky.
Chris is in a lot of trouble, yeah.
Now's the time to hide. Take the pocket. I don't think he has.
We got a camera on, so you can dance.
the way he's played that says the red doesn't go past the yellow. Don't need to knock it out now. Play on for it.
A little bit wild, but he's had a
He's
result.
got very fortunate.
He's had a result. Was very wild, wasn't it?
I don't like this 3-ball plant at the bottom if he's going to play it.
I don't think he can get low on it now either, can he?
No.
Not from there.
I think he's definitely going to play the plant.
I don't think it does plant. You might be right, Ben. If you can you get the white on the left hand side of the red to make the plant? Ben, like you say, where's the red going?
Yeah.
Red in the other corner.
But it could easily run into that yellow in the middle at the bottom and stick.
So he's playing this, he wants to get the plant. He wants the yellow not to get in the way of the white and kick it somewhere funny. And he wants the red to slide across the one that's on the middle of the top cushion and out in the other pocket.
Ooh. How would you hit that and it's not gone in?
Here we go, Chris. Here's your chance.
This isn't even
I think that yellow goes past the red.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
The one that's on the right in the corner pocket, top left. This is a strange choice.
Yeah. Gotta go to the top end of the table first, surely.
Ooh.
And that's a terrible shot.
End of chance.
He was playing it to hide.
Yeah.
He was going to hit the closer one of the two here and leave the white in behind the other yellow. But that's not the right shot with the red in the pocket.
Gotta be going game from there. This can easily go wrong. Played it alright, but
Now he's on the red in the corner. But even if he gets that snooker, which is, I think he played the last shot to play that and play it better.
Still a one cushion escape.
Yeah, he's coming off one cushion, probably aim for the second cushion as well and catch that red at the top half ball. I think Chris needed to go for those. For me, that one on the top cushion, that yellow, it does slide behind that red.
yeah.
Plus he was perfect on the one which appears to be a half pocket into the top right.
Yeah. Don't really see how he could have gone wrong there. You know, take the three at the top of the table and he's got the one over the bag to connect him to the top two. You know, float the win in over the bag and he's still going to be on the one, you know, the two where the cuble's nearest to now.
This is turning into a big frame.
Yeah.
If Luke gets it, Chris, that's kind of 3 half chances, 3 losses.
Yeah, psychologically, this
Yeah.
is a massive frame for both players.
We spoke about Chris at the start. He's not kind of confident and kind of outgoing. This is a frame where we'll keep him in it and he'll kind of dig in, more likely to get the next one. So if he falls behind early, he's going to be looking, thinking, oh, I've lost my start, Luke's a better player. It's a big frame here.
treble into the middle. Float the cue ball round. No, he's digging down.
Can you play the cocked hat behind the yellow on the top cush?
I'm not against one cutting it really thin if you can, and just leaving the white backwards, kind of over towards the left middle. Don't know if you can quite see that. Oh well, that's a little bit unlucky, I guess. Chris has to get these for me.
Yeah.
I think if I know it's to 12 and it's only 4 all, but if he misses these, I think he's struggling. It's a long way to go. He's got to get these. To take it off the yellow just to push the other one over the corner pocket. Oh, he's left himself horrible there.
This has now become a big shot, hasn't it? Where it didn't really need to be.
Yeah.
See behind the black on the one in the left top.
I think you can see it.
He's still got a pot one, and considering he had 2 shots, he could have made his work a little bit easier from there. Cue it clean. Nice shot.
Still not prime though.
No spin.
Yeah, just the pot.
Roll it in, cue it clean again.
Oh, it's wide.
Jabbed it.
That'll hurt.
A little bit of a snatchy action there. Just kind of, as the white went through, he kind of pulled his arm back. Got a tendency for those to creep in. He hasn't got away with one, has he? Left it in off.
Yeah,
It might be close to an off.
Might be close to an off in both the middle and the corner.
He's played it well. I think he might have only had half a pocket to play with in the middle.
yeah, he did.
Tough frame. We said about the last frame, but this frame now is even bigger, I think. This one and the next couple, Chris needs to stay in touch. I don't think he can afford to go 2 or 3 behind Luke.
Yeah. Luke's decided to change his break.
He's
Go
had,
back to hitting them front ball. He's got a nice layout here.
that's a nice break.
They've turned
Yeah.
out nice.
Can't see
Fluke.
Red staying up very long here.
Yeah. If Luke can get these, this will really put the pressure on Chris.
Does that red in the middle of the table pass that yellow to the left middle?
I'd say he's
I
got
think
at
he
least
just had
half
a
a
look at
pocket.
it. If it does, then there's not much that can go wrong. But if it doesn't, then he does have to be mindful of it.
It's always sending the red towards the cushion there with the plant.
Yeah. Making these a bit tricky now.
Yes.
But I think you can go for these with a little bit of confidence. You've got yellow on the right, which is horrible, just below the middle. You've
Yeah.
got two yellows on the left, which aren't the best on the rail, kind of tying each other up as well.
Yeah.
Chris looks to be a bit edgy. This is where I think Luke is dangerous, because these are the type of frames where he can get big finishes, he can make big shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can also attack these without kind of too much pressure.
Yeah,
That
there's not
makes
a bad
sense.
finish on you. If Luke can get to the blue spot here, where he's looking at, because he can play the one down the rail and just float it in and still have that red in the middle of the table to the top left pocket anyway, with a bit of insurance, knowing that there's 3 yellows safe. So.
You'd have liked the cue ball that were further away from the cushion, you
Oh
wouldn't you?
yeah. Made it a lot easier to control it. As long
Oh,
as
he
he's
isn't
got-
glued to the red,
That's,
is he?
I think he's alright.
as long as he can still see this one over
Yeah.
on the
still
cushion,
got-
he's alright.
still got a
Oh, it's
nice
touching,
chance
it's
here.
touching.
Oh, it's touching.
Ooh.
But-
Yeah.
Good.
So he's obviously not going to get the finish from here now, but the same position, those yellows are really nasty, and Chris doesn't look like he's in the form where he's going to get them. So what you do with the red, try to get a snooker, because it's touching, so he's already hit the cushion effectively once he comes off the
Yes.
top.
Yeah.
So you could try to get a snooker.
Or could you be clever and put another yellow safe?
You could.
Or do you try and put your red in a more favourable position?
Options.
Yeah, maybe just kick it over that left middle.
But then
There's
there's
not
always a
much
risk of it
risk
going
of
behind the
yeah.
yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's better for Luke to space his 2 reds out, because if he groups them together, Chris will have
Yeah.
a bit of leeway then to lay a couple of snookers maybe.
What you don't want to do here if you're Luke is you don't want to put the cue ball in a position that gives Chris the angle straight away to get some of these yellows off the cushions.
Yeah, I think it's beneficial for Luke now. He's got to get that red off the left-hand cushion, because if he just rolls up to it, Chris finds an angle where he can just float in behind those 2 yellows on the top left rail. Chris can play a tidy little safety then. Like here, all Chris has got to do is roll up to that one that's close to the rail, and he'd be snookering them on both of them anyway.
Yeah.
The left rail.
Yeah.
I think it needs a little bit of thought. I think it could bounce out, couldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, again, he could always flick off the yellow that he's close to now on the right-hand rail and put him on the top cushion underneath the black, underneath the racking line.
I think
Where
it
he's
very,
looking
much,
there.
Yeah.
very much depends whether the yellow he's closest to is frozen to the rail, doesn't it?
Yeah, again, if he played it on the line.
That's right.
That's
That
a
is a
good
nice
shot,
shot.
that is. Yeah.
Nice shot, and he has covered the black now from half the table at least as well.
But he does still have 3 problem yellows.
This is where Luke just wants to keep hitting the red. Make Chris play and win the frame. Don't gift it to him. Don't give him a silly 2 shots.
Oh, that's what he's
Don't
done.
give him a silly 2 shots. I don't think he can finish with 2 from there, Chris.
No.
But now I like you could plant the one on the right down towards the top corner
And then hide on the left.
and hide on the left.
Yes, that's what I do.
I'd be tempted to bring the cue ball back into bulk here.
Yeah, definitely white
yeah,
in hand.
Yeah.
Then plant the right, get 2 in the right top pocket, and then hide on the one on the left whilst bumping it out.
Can you get
Yeah.
all of your problem balls out in one shot here though? If you put your cue ball on the right hand cushion, clip off the one on the right hand cushion, cue ball flies across, knocks the one off the left hand cushion as well.
Well, it's definitely a shot, but I don't think
I
for
feel like it's a
Chris's
risky
game it is definitely a shot that's on.
Oh, that is.
Oh.
It's a very strange shot.
Strange is a good word for that one.
Definitely a few better ways he could have gone about that.
Yeah.
You know I don't like potting balls, but I don't think he's got any option. I think he needs to pot a ball, probably the one on the top right.
Well, could he hit this bottom yellow on the left rail, or the top yellow as we look at it, full in the face, and just snooker that?
Pot this one, I think.
Or not? Oh, he's going game.
That right, that's such a strange pattern. He's
Yeah.
played a negative red into the yellow first shot and then gone game.
Yeah.
If he's going to play an attacking shot like that, then Tom, I like your suggestion, the first one.
Yeah.
You cut the one off the right cushion, you send the white off the top rail into them. He's kind of,
You're almost guaranteed to be on.
he's in between camps, and he doesn't know whether he wants to play safe or wants to play attacking, and he's kind of in no man's land.
Oh, he's got
He's got
away with it.
Yeah.
Little one keeping you up, Tom?
Well, not keeping me up, but getting me up. He's pretty good to be fair.
How old's he now?
7 months.
Wow. It's gone quick as.
He had his first nursery taster session today.
Is it? Nice. Shall I come up my phone?
Just the one you've got so far, no?
So far?
So far.
Yeah, just one.
When those nursery bills come in, then you realise that it's expensive.
Yeah, £52 a day.
Oof.
It is expensive, nursery, very expensive. Oh, he hasn't given him another 2, has he?
Oh wow.
No.
This puts pressure on Chris.
Yeah.
Does this yellow on the right hand cushion plant into the middle now?
What?
I don't mean here. I don't mean off this shot. But is it one you have to play out now, or can you just drop on it for the for the double? Double, I meant. Did I say plant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant double.
Yeah, if you're
Tom has seen a plant in the middle from here.
if you're underneath it from where we look, then yeah.
I did mean double.
That's horrible from there now. Really tough.
Do you just back yourself to pot the big yellow down the corner?
You were kidding me.
I'm struggling to see a shot here. So you either take the one that's by the red on the left now up until the top right. Go big. Or somehow it's what? The one on the right hand rail and try to get the white tracking towards the black.
And that shot to pot that yellow to the corner is horrible on a Supreme table because you're right on the lip of the pocket by the looks of it. Got to sort of.
You've not got
Dig
many
into it a
other
little bit.
options, have you?
He's right on the rubber and the cushion,
Yeah.
isn't he? Right in the middle.
This is a horrible shot to play.
Worst place you could put the cue ball on the table
Yeah,
is probably
definitely.
there in any of the pockets.
This is a massive tester.
Careful of the in off here.
Oh, he nearly got away with it.
That's not the worst.
That's not too bad because it's
He's
put
gonna
a
have
bit
to
of
play for the-
traffic in Luke's way.
Yeah, so you're going to have to play for the gap between the yellows. Then he's going to have to cue one nicely, and I think the black passes the yellow in the top left.
And would you say Luke has to go game here? Like where the
I
yellows
think
are,
so. I think he's got to
so.
go game.
Yeah. But it's really not easy.
That's a small gap there.
Yeah.
He's only got, what, 2 inches of space? Otherwise, he might be able to see the red, but he won't be able to pot it.
And then the black may not even have a full bag to the bottom left, or top left as we look. Oh, he's...
Ouch.
I don't mind the way he's played it there. He's trying to give himself more room for error. Bit unlucky to stick to the yellow. Even if he hits this, Chris has to get this frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone favourite in another frame.
What's
He has
this?
to take them
Four in a
out.
row where he's had chances.
Yeah.
He had a great chance in the last one. He had half a chances in the 2 before.
Yeah.
Luke has missed a few of those tonight. He hasn't really been close to the kick shots.
No.
It's hard when he's so close to the cushion you're playing off, isn't it?
Chris just needs to be confident here. Go for them
Yeah.
full-blooded. Nothing fancy with this red. Just get on with potting the yellows from here.
I think the key for Chris as well is just don't overthink it too much.
Yeah, 100%. Be confident. Just get down and mop the yellows up.
You know, under the match pressure, you know, Chris does tend to slow down quite a bit, doesn't he? And, you know,
And I know we've already said it a few times, but this is a very key frame.
yeah. He's a little bit clumsy.
I think he could have put the red, the white closer to the red and just cut that in and stand off towards the blue spot a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going underneath to take them in the middle, I think.
The 2 with the black, they look easier, right? But they're the type of ones that when you're under pressure, you can get yourself into knots on those.
Yes.
And you can end up with funny angles and you can't quite get out for the other ball. And that's kind of where he's at here now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a little bit backwards on them.
Oh. Unless he takes the middle one to the corner. If he's straight on it, runs through.
He's got himself in a mess again. No, he's potted off, but for me, I think he's under pressure. So this looks like he's cutting it and white's going away from the other yellow. I don't think there's enough angle to kind of cock hat around. Has he got the one in the middle? Is he going for the higher ball?
Looks quite thin.
Oh, wow.
He's on nothing now.
Chris.
Well, a little cut back.
Chris cannot afford to throw this frame away.
Yeah.
This is a massive shot.
Slight bonus that Luke's red isn't, you know,
Yeah.
where it is, but, you know, still Luke's potting ability is good, so, you know, he's more than capable of potting it if Chris leaves him on it. Chris doing your screwing, is he?
Yeah, that's
Nice,
That's a-
shot,
that's a
nice
good
recovery.
shot.
Nice recovery.
Still a little bit of the pressure
Yeah.
black.
You know, he shouldn't be in that situation, should he?
Have a lap, compose yourself on this black. 'Cause he's potted a great yellow there.
Yeah.
You just really need this. Will settle him if he gets this, because he's gone a bit backwards about the finish. But a great last yellow.
Yeah.
This will settle him.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, Hugh did him with confidence.
I'm surprised Chris didn't cut it. Chris loves a cut as opposed to a long pop.
These frames are massive though. 5-all, 6-4. I think 6-4. Chris would have seen that as another half chance gone. Match slipping away, but he's still in it. He's hanging on.
I think even from now, you know, as long as Chris goes toe for toe, you know, frame for frame, you know, anything can happen.
You
If they get,
fancy it?
if they get to 10-all,
You
you know,
fancy it
anything
staying
can happen in
close?
the best of 3.
You fancy it staying close here? I think
Yeah.
as soon as if Luke was to go 2 up,
Yeah.
there's a chance he
Yeah.
starts to run away a little bit then.
Yeah.
From a spectator point of view though, that finish when he had 2 shots, it doesn't fill you with confidence.
No.
That
No.
it feels like Chris is going to need good chances, really good chances in the frame to kind of get the frames under the belt, whereas Luke just looks a bit more settled. He looks like he's going to take a half chance if it's there. So right now I'm thinking Chris is in the match definitely, and matches can twist and turn kind of very quickly, but if Chris isn't getting the better share of the chances, I think he's right now he just doesn't look as settled as Luke does for me.
There is an argument for Chris being able to resettle though. If he gets given one nice chance, takes a nice finish
Yeah,
without
definitely.
Yeah.
major dramas, he
Yeah.
could be back in business then, you
you
know.
if Luke goes for clearance, doesn't get them on the last ball, and leaves Chris a tidy chance like in the last frame.
Well, we might see that now, right? He spotted a great yellow, a
Yeah.
great black. Maybe that
Yeah.
could just spur him on a little bit. If you were in his corner now, though, I think
I
from what
feel
we've
he
seen,
needs a ball off this break.
I was going to say
Yeah.
what we've seen. He just has he moved that white?
Changing it,
He's
yeah.
changed his white. He just needs to hit these with a bit more pace.
And again, it's a bit of a nothing break.
Red.
Oh,
He's been looking for it.
To be fair, I give him his dues. He's recognised as well in the match, which isn't always easy, that the break wasn't working.
Yeah.
He's moved to white. I think he has hit that with a bit more power.
yeah.
He's got a ball, and he's got a chance.
These yellows are quite nice.
When the pressure's on, especially with the break, it's easy just to go, I keep doing the same old thing,
Yeah.
I'll get one in a moment. But no, fair play, he's mixed it up, he's got a ball, he's in first. So I'm taking yellows here, I'm potting that one in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm trusting to luck, but I'm just rolling it in, trying not to move too many at the top,
Yeah.
because they all go, but I would have taken yellows there. Because he's got this one on the rail, and then those bottom two are kind of tying each other up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, because that middle red of those 3 at the bottom,
Oh.
you know, where's he playing that to? Does it
Top
does
left.
Does it go in the top left?
Top left, yeah.
Just still is a little bit fiddly to land on, you know. Unless he leaves it to last and just guarantees landing high on it and just floating it in for the black in the same pocket.
Don't be too eager to pot this one down the rail, because if he goes for it, he's got to get that one. 'Cause if you miss it, Luke will win from there.
Yeah.
I quite like potting the 3 reds at the top one. Just cut it into the corner. If you do miss it, you take the pocket. I think the white goes off the first yellow and hits the second yellow onto the back rail. Just roll it in, don't screw, just roll in and knock the yellow onto the back rail by the black. He's not quite got it. That's a shot I would have played.
And every ball still goes here on yellows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fancy him to take yellows here from here.
The yellow is kind of on the black spot though, it's a little bit tricky because you can't take it that early in the pattern.
No.
So you're going to have to move a couple of balls. Like you're going to have to take this one in the middle, which is a nice ball to get on it. Then you're going to have to pot the one in the kind of the top left to open it up. Which means he's not going to get lots of chances to go at it.
He might have. I think he was trying to land on that top left yellow to open it up to the top left corner. He might still be on it.
This is the ball. This one, bottom left, then top right under his hand. Yeah, top right, then top left by the black. And then I think I'd be tempted maybe even to consider taking that one by the red into the middle. The right middle.
Taking his medicine.
That's missable, mind.
Yeah.
It is missable, but at least you got a shot on it.
Yeah, again, the angle he had, I probably would have rather floated round off 2 or 3 cushions.
Yeah, because he was never
Get a bit
knocked.
closer.
He's a good shot maker though.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's. Ooh. It looks good. Double first shot potentially.
Absolutely no chance.
No way.
Put the ball in a pocket. I've just tried to get a little bit of luck, but a good weight, and that red that's next to it's going to kick around.
Double no.
Could get a snooker now. Maybe not snooker. Luke's probably too good. He's going to hit that.
Yeah, 8 cushions for Luke. Nail the black.
Jaws across the table.
Yeah.
Is that a 9 or 10 out of 10 snooker, or is there a chance? To be honest, where the reds are, if it's 6 out of 10, I would snooker.
Well, let's see what Luke's got.
Surely just got to be off the bottom cushion.
But I think
One,
there's more chance of Luke missing this than there was of Chris going and getting those last 3.
I agree with that. I'm playing in the jaws here. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Jaws?
You're playing off the jaws?
I'm playing
No.
Oh,
on the
you're not
jaws
just
here.
playing off the bottom cushion and just floating it up?
I am.
Yeah.
No.
1 cushion.
I fancy the shot in the jaws more than I fancy the 1 cushion.
Really?
Oh, only because the cue ball is so close to that bottom cushion. If the cue ball was in the middle of the table, I'd play the 1 cushion.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you won't play for the Jaws if you do anything.
The Jaws would never be entering my head. Neither would the.
Because even if Luke's even if he hits the second cushion.
We said this a couple of frames ago. He's not getting anywhere near his
No.
kick shots.
But I don't know why is he.
Like, why is he
played
digging
down
down
with
with it?
He played it with a bit of left end, didn't he? Why didn't he just float it? Nice controlled pace.
I'm curious to see what Chris does to try and guarantee these.
He needs to stop looking for problems now. It's hard when you're in it, but just be more confident. The 3 balls are in the open. He's got 2 shots. Just pot them. Oh wow, that's such a bad shot. That's so bad.
He's got a big shot to play
Yeah,
now.
when you've got 2 shots, why have you left yourself such a big pot on the next one?
One of the best snooker shots ever. So good.
I played on it.
He's recovered it well, but as you said, he shouldn't really have
He should never
left
be in
himself
that
there
position.
in the first place.
It's a great red that he's just played, and hopefully he'll get these last 2. But you're kind of putting yourself under pressure that you shouldn't be under pressure.
Yeah.
Should have gone for the Hollywood shot there and got the black in the same shot.
But look, right, he's kind of fallen over the line in the last one. He's kind of fallen over the line in this one. How quickly can things swing back and forth in a match like this?
Still frames on the board, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Chris still comes out of this feeling good.
Yeah.
We were talking, you're thinking about he could be 6-4 down, and now he's 6-5 up.
Yeah.
Huge moments. But that's what Luke will give you, right? He's a great player. He takes a lot of great finishes. He's a good shot maker. But every now and again, he'll miss one.
Silly slip in.
Yeah. And I think we've seen 3 or 4 kick shots, and he's not been anywhere near them.
Yeah.
Like, nowhere near.
Yeah.
He missed that black by, what, a foot?
Yeah.
But Jack, you said he had a steep angle, he's digging in, he's going to check the white.
Yeah.
I don't think that was needed, just roll it in.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, your preference? Kick shot off the jaws and across the back.
Only because the cue ball was so close to the cushion he's coming off.
What, is that just a preference? You feel like you just can't sight it off the one cushion?
I struggle to judge the angle I'm going to get off the cushion when the cue ball's close to the cushion I'm playing onto.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to practice a bit with Nathan James. Loves a kick shot off the jaw. Like, he'd start to do your head in half the time. You think you got him in a good snooker, and he'd be coming off the jaws. He'd even come off like double jaws.
I played the jaw shot quite frequently. I definitely feel more comfortable out of the jaws there.
So Ben, Jack, obviously you've got what, a week to go before Ireland.
Yes.
How's the preparations going? How are you feeling? Confident going in, both in the kind of team and the singles? What's the thoughts in camp?
Feel quite confident. Feel like not 100% at the minute in terms of a bit unwell, but before the last couple of days, I feel like I'm cueing and timing the ball really well. Playing some tidy stuff. Make sure I get a nice couple of hours now before, and
me too.
Get a nice little run in the singles, doubles in the team, and anything can happen.
Definitely.
As we all know, pool's pool, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Especially in the team event, it's one frame, and even in the singles and doubles, it's only races to 3 and 5, so anything can happen in a short race like that as well. So
is that all it is? 3s, best of 5s in the early rounds, is it?
in doubles, yeah. I think it's races to 3 in doubles and then 5s in singles, and then when it gets to like the semis and the final, then it it ups it by a couple of frames. I think the finals like race to 7, race to 8.
Well, it was all different back in my day. It was best of 5s right up to the final, and finals used to be best of 7. Tough score.
Hard. Yeah.
Short and sweet.
But Jack, you've had a good season. You've kind of dominated the local, what would you call it, the kind of pool series down the Kings.
Yeah.
You've done well there. You've got to the final of the King of the Hill.
Yeah, the Cat 6. Yeah.
But that's all come in the kind of last 6 months, isn't it? The first kind of part of the year. Well,
yeah,
we won't talk about the singles league part 1 we had at the hub, where you think you lost the first 5 or 6 matches and it was over before you got started. But
I feel the start of the year I was, struggling with confidence and things, but just working on the basics. I feel like a lot more confident now. Just feel like I'm playing a lot. The right shots, the right patterns. So yeah, feel good.
Yeah, the big thing that you've said to me is you have days or weeks where you feel like you're playing very well and the ball's under control and the pots are going in, and that's what you want. You want to turn up to. You're not going to play at that level all of the time, but if you can play like that half a dozen times throughout the year and you can come away picking up a tournament, that's a really good season. Yeah. And then when you're not playing well, if you can still go deep into tournaments, you can still cause problems for players. Yeah. I think that just shows like how far your game has come on in the last kind of all year really.
Yeah. But no, it'd be nice, if me and Ben can have a nice run in the singles and the doubles together. And not sure about the team event. We've got 3 or 4 new boys. It's their first time playing for Wales, so everybody struggles to get going. Like it's Ben's first time, so hopefully he can settle and get a nice little rhythm early on. Because it is hard. It is hard to settle. With the atmosphere, loud crowds, people shouting at you.
Hailing a goose.
Yeah.
That's just your own team.
Yeah.
So Ben, you've not played international pool before, have you?
No, first time. And to be fair, it's my first full season on the tour.
Okay, that says all you need to know, right? How long have you been playing? 2 years? A little over 2 years?
Over 2 years and a month.
Full first season on the tour, qualifying for the national team, getting yourself chosen to go up to Ireland, represent Wales. Like,
says it all.
Yeah.
Says it all, doesn't it?
If somebody had said to you 2 years ago when you first started playing, this is where you'd be at, I think you would have taken that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
And I think Jack just mentioned then some of the team I think are relatively new to international pool, kind of coming through the ranks a little bit. So I think you probably see yourself as middle of the pack. You're going out in the Welsh team.
Yeah.
So some of the more junior boys too, even though you've only playing 2 years, are still going to be looking at you to get those wins for the team.
Yeah.
Lead by example, kind of turn up fresh faced. Be a good experience.
I know, I am looking forward to it.
In fact, my first trip was out in Ireland, Coleraine, 1998, Home Nations. It's going back some.
Not to make me feel old or anything, but that's the year I was born.
Not to make you feel old, me and Ben were born 8 years later.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Tell you the story. As my first, I'd been playing for Wales for a while, but no internationals. Just kind of local friendly, playing county teams and what have you. It was 11-man teams back then, so you'd have 3 sets of 11, and you'd have a couple of subs. About 14 men in a squad is what we went with. Went a few boys from Gasinus, who was obviously Ben, Simon, myself, my brother were there. Got to the final of the singles, 1998 Home Nations against my brother. But back then, let's say first international, didn't know any better. I've only been 15 back then. Me and my brother, as we always did for all of our pool back then, halfers, just go halfers, go for everything, lovely, a couple £100 each. If that probably wasn't that much money back then. So I've gone for this like crazy finish in the first frame to get out of halfers, it doesn't matter. What do? He comes to the table, first shot, in the stingies. Tucks me up, I'm like, I thought we were halfers. Laugh, and he's like, oh yeah, but somebody's just told me I've got to try and win. I'm like, oh, you're having a laugh, yeah? So I pretty much gifted him the first frame, but somehow, I can't remember exactly what I've done, but I've got myself out of jail. I probably fluked something, knowing me. And then, luckily, I beat my brother 4-0 in that first ever final.
Well,
Back then. See you later.
bragging rights.
No, he's definitely got a bragging rights for me, because he reminds me, every time I see him, twice world champion to my 0. So yeah, so he won his worlds in 1998 and 2000. bit of trivia for you. Ryan John won the, I think, under 21s Worlds in 2000. James won the under 18s, and Simon Ward won his first world title under 16s.
Oof. What, all in 98?
All in 98.
You probably, where was the tournament? You remember that, don't you?
Sorry, that was 2000. That was in Morecambe. Because I remember,
Lovely.
it was in Morecambe. My mother blacked out watching James in the final and was taken to hospital.
Oh, God.
Stress.
So out of you and your brother, who's won the most international titles?
Me, James won 2 world titles, 98 and 2000. I don't think he ever won any other international titles at a junior or youth level. He didn't. Do you boys have home nations and Europeans every year?
Yes, there's it's called the Nations Cup now, which is, it's like April time, around Easter time, and then there's always, it rotates every year then with the Europeans and the Worlds in like October, November time each year then. So it's Europeans this year, Worlds was last year, Worlds is next year, and it rotates every year then.
You don't have a World Championships every year?
No, not internationally. It's stupid.
That's a bit strange.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's the one that everybody wants. You would have thought that would be
every year,
annually, just like every other sport. Again, back in my day, we had a home nations every year, we had a Worlds every year, but then the Europeans was every 3 years, bizarrely.
Yeah.
Chris has got left off the hook there, missing the black.
He got away with that one.
He's now got his 2-frame lead back.
I think Chris is they're on, but I think I can overhear them saying they're going to have a little break. Chris will definitely be the happier of the two at 7-5.
Oh God, yeah.
At the first interval.
Again, going back, we said Luke had a good chance to go 6-4 up.
Yeah.
And now he's 7-5 down.
Which player does a break suit now, though? Here. Are you thinking Luke is an opportunity to reset?
Depends on
Good question. I don't know.
Because Luke might be frustrated that he's gifted the last 2 frames. Really, Luke should have and could have won the last 2 or 3. As I said, he could have been 6-4 to Luke, but he's 7-5 down now. So Luke might think he might be frustrated now, thinking that he could have won the last few.
Yeah.
And then he might be sitting in his chair for the next 10 minutes thinking, why am I not ahead?
Yeah. So he's got choices now.
Yeah.
You can either use this time to reflect.
Yeah. Whereas
and mope.
Yeah.
Or you can go.
Yeah. Or the right
let's
thing
start
to do,
again.
Go to the
I was 2-0 down at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm 2-0 down now.
Yeah.
I've not lost anything.
Yeah. Or the right thing. Go to the toilet. Splash water on your face or something. Wake yourself up a bit. And just recompose yourself.
I think, like you boys coming through the Welsh ranks now, Jack, you've been doing well this year, kind of looking to take it to that next level. Kind of situation management, I think, is a big skill if you want to go to that elite step.
Yeah.
You find yourself under pressure. What do you do? How do you handle that? What works for you? Do you stay in your chair, stay in the arena, kind of play through it?
I don't know. I feel depends more how you actually feel at the time. I think, because if you're frustrated, I like to just get out, go to the toilet, and just recompose yourself. Whereas if you're going frame for frame, not much reason to step out. Just keep the momentum. Try and build a bit of momentum, and then maybe if that's not coming, then step out. Maybe take 2 minutes to yourself.
Yeah, I'll come back to that in a second. Interesting that if you're watching Chris, he set the ball up in the middle like he'd been breaking in the first part. Then he changed his mind and he moved it.
Yeah.
But then he hasn't hit it with the power that he hit on the last one.
No.
So he's moved away, which is, I think, good because the last break was better.
Yeah.
But he hasn't quite committed to giving it a full whack.
Yeah, I feel like Chris is a lot more upright on his break now, isn't he? Whereas back, a few months ago, he used to be, down on the shot properly, and he used to hit them, really nice 8-9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Whereas now he's more like, you know, a bit like, you know, like Ben Davis does. He stands up and just hits them.
Yeah, but Ben's timing is like.
Oh yeah, no, I know. But I think that might be why Chris is mistiming it and going a bit too high on the
Maybe.
cue ball as well. Because if he's a bit upright, you know, hitting, you know, because obviously, you know, when you use a breaking cue, obviously with the tip being a bit bigger, you only need to go half a tip up on the cue ball, and you're going to be going forward anyway, ain't you? So
Yeah.
So I think that could just be it.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah, very nice.
Bit unlucky to push the out of the pocket. So yeah, back to your commentary on kind of going out and kind of bit of fresh air. I think I'm with you there. I think if you're really up for a match and you want to win and you kind of want to dig in, you recognise perhaps it's not going your way.
Yeah.
For
it
me,
depends on the environment as well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like, you know, if you're in a pub and it's rowdy and, you know, I think it's all just preference, you know, it's on the situation there, how you're feeling at the moment.
Yeah, there's some things where you can't teach, if that makes sense, but you can kind of get people to understand what they should be looking for. So everybody would be unique in that scenario.
Yeah.
So it's what you would be different to Tom and different to me, but you've got to find the thing that works for you.
Yeah.
I think if I'm struggling, I quite often get quite clammy.
Yeah.
So my go-to, if you get a break situation, wash my hands.
Wash your hands, yeah.
Just wash my hands.
Yeah.
Ice cold water.
Yeah, I'm the same. Ice cold water on the hands, get them feeling nice and dry and smooth again. Although I have become a big fan of the glove.
Driven Zach's side.
Yeah, I have. I definitely like splashing water on my face, and I do. I'll be honest. I'll talk to myself. I'll be like, have a few choice words to myself in the mirror, kind of
wise up.
Yeah, pretty much. Kind of get yourself back in it. But we're all glove users, and you know me? No, Ben doesn't.
I've never used one in a match. I have got it in my case though for that.
Yeah, me and Ben.
For that one
just
time
you two
where
freaks, the two lefties at the front there.
But it's strange, like I only started playing back in the hub. How long have I been up here? A year or so.
Yeah.
Too old. So for the last 27 years, haven't used a glove. And in the last 6 months, I'll give this glove a go because I play with a maple cue anyway. It can tend to get sticky, and like I say, when the pressure's on, it's a bit clammy, and in a bit of a dingy pool room, it can get a bit hard to get to your hands smooth. And from the moment I put a glove on, it's like it just felt right. It just
I've
feels
always
nice.
struggled with sticky hands from when I used to play snooker as a junior.
Wonder where you're going with that then. What kind of posters you had in the room as a teenager?
Unbelievable. So yeah, the glove has been a game changer for me.
Yeah, I've never worn one in a match, but you know, I've worn it once or twice up here, and it's felt alright. You know, as you say, it's the consistency feeling that you like in it.
Yeah.
Took some getting used to, mind.
Consistency is the key word, though. It's I know exactly what I get every time I put it on. Whereas sometimes with maple, it's a little bit hard to push through. Then also we used to have an old you won't remember these boys, but back in the day, cameras used to have a film that you had to put inside the camera. Yeah. And a little pot filled with talc tucked in the pool cue case. You had a little capsule of talc just to rub on your hands and kind of get it going again. The glove just does away with it. But if you look at 9-ball, for example, like the Americans, the amount that they invest in the technology of the sport, all of the cue shafts and the adjustable weights and the low deflection shafts. Yeah, exactly. I think you can take a lot from that. They've all got gloves and bits and pieces in the case.
I remember when I was playing snooker as a junior, there was only one player in snooker then that was using a glove. Ross Muir.
Yeah,
Scottish.
he still does.
He still wears a glove now, but he was as a junior, and he's the only he's the only person I've seen in snooker wearing a glove on a regular basis.
There's a couple of the young Chinese boys that are doing it, but like, you know, out there it is quite humid and hot in China, so it's understandable.
And a lot of them playing Chinese pool on a regular as well.
Yeah.
Bit of trivia for you all. The flat on the snooker cue, pool cue, where you kind of grip the cue at the back. Do you know why that's there?
Yeah.
I thought you might. What about you, Per? Go on, Ben. What's the answer?
Wasn't it before rests were invented? So you'd put the cue flat on the table.
Not far off. I believe you only used to play it when it was first invented, snooker or billiards back in the day. You'd actually have the cue the other way around, or the
Yeah.
cue didn't have a tip on it and a tape,
Yeah.
and that flat bit would be, you'd slide it back and
Yeah,
forth on the
yeah.
table, and you'd basically hold it like a rest.
Yeah.
So that would keep it level. You just slide it like a rest and just kind of poke the balls. Into modern day, I haven't got a flat piece on my cue. I haven't had one for a long time. I think that's something that should probably go. Because Ben, I did your tip today, didn't I?
Yeah.
And like one side, if it's gone really lopsided and kind of,
Yeah, because I
out
like to
of
hold
shape.
that flat bit in the palm of my hand.
yeah.
Just feels nice and comfortable like that.
My old cue had a flat bit, and my cue I'm using now doesn't. Took some getting used to,
I don't know, I feel
but I prefer.
it feels nice having the flat bit though.
Yeah, it does.
But that's it.
But yeah, again, the way I hold it, the flap is facing
Yeah, a
the
lot of people.
ceiling anyway.
I feel like most
so I
people
grip
are
underneath.
facing up.
Yeah, so the badge is facing the ceiling when I'm holding it there anyway. So
Yeah.
it's not necessarily I'm really feeling it, other than there.
Because like I've picked up your cue, Marcus, to have a few shots with, and it just feels horrible. Just
Yeah, it feels
Yeah,
grand
yeah.
not
all
having
the
it.
way. But obviously, it's just something that would take a few hours to get used to, and you probably wouldn't think about it ever again.
Nice take. Big finish. You needed that one, I think. Right, then, folks, for those on the stream, I think the guys are going to have a small 10-minute break. So we'll unplug the microphone as well. We'll have a little break here, get some refreshments, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes or so.
Bye now.
What are you doing? Struggling. Why are they so shaky? Black pepper on me.
Yeah.
Seth, love some of me.
Still on all that. Does that red next to the yellow go in the middle? If so, these look alright.
It's tight from this angle. It's one of those ones you've got to be careful because you've got one on the right hand rail as well. If he goes game but doesn't get them, Chris has got a great chance to finish the yellows.
Ooh. Try to force it to get on the one on the rail, I think, didn't he?
But he's made it awkward though, hasn't he? By covering that pocket. In fact, looking at it, he's made it quite difficult.
The boys are back in town.
I think for me this one, you just roll it in, you only want to go forward half inch.
Yeah.
That might be forward too much, you know.
You still got to punch this, haven't you?
Yeah, that's why I would have
To get
only
across.
barely kind of just got past that red, just to give yourself a little bit less work.
Ooh. Did you see his
You
hand
could see
then
his back
go
arm
across?
go
Yeah.
around then.
Yeah.
Really went across that.
You picked up there, right? It's a hard thing to do, but knowing when you're under pressure, like that was a pressure shot, you had to cue it well, you had to get it down the rail and kind of punch off. Just trying to tell yourself and trying to actually just cue it clean. And then if you miss the pot, because if you misjudged it, misaligned it, that's fair enough. But if you cue it like that, we've spoken about this, Ben,
Yeah.
you don't really give yourself a good chance of making the pot because you're moving before
Yeah,
you connect the
definitely.
tip and the white. It's so difficult. It's a difficult shot anyway. But if you're moving and your elbows go in and your shoulders go in, it's a lot of guesswork.
It sounds silly, right, until you do it, but it's almost as if you try and push the cue ball to where you want to go rather than play the shot and
Yeah.
it goes there anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You have got to tell yourself, just cue this clean. Don't twitch it. Actually push that tip through the cue ball.
Good shot from Luke.
Still a bit of work to do though.
Yeah. Still not out. But
I'm not sure. Is there a plant there now? No? Maybe not. For me, the right shot here is to play this red confidently into the bottom right, bulk right, and then just screw the white back into the other red that's kind of
what I was
underneath his
thinking.
hand.
yeah. You'd be on a few options then.
Yeah, I think if you screwed back that then, unless you stick to the red that was by his hand, I don't think you can fail to be on anything. either in the
Yeah.
left middle or
Yeah.
left back pocket. This one now he's going down in and out of those yellows, which again can go wrong.
Relied on 2 flicks.
Oh.
He still landed on both balls.
Oh, if you can pot this bottom left and give the black a nudge.
He's kind of got lucky and unlucky in the same shot there.
Yeah.
Might have just the angle to nestle on the black.
If you can play it, it's almost a shot to nothing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Must be alright, he's got down quite quickly.
Yeah, nice.
Nicely done.
He's cued that well.
Oh, wow.
Massive
Wow.
D-cell.
What is
Did you put loads of side on that then?
I think he's
Or
just
was
quit on
just
it.
yeah.
Just not played it confidently at all.
Again, it's one of those shots, right? If you top that through, he's never not going to be on that black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, playing it with a screw and a drag like that. Yeah, okay, you make it 9 or 10, and when you fly in, they go in and they don't touch the sides. But rolling that in is an easier shot.
Yeah, definitely.
Just roll it in. Get that white kind of spinning more natural, that kind of top rotation, and just run the white into the side cushion.
Now, if Luke wasn't already frustrated by what's happened in the match, he's going to be on another level now.
Yeah.
After that.
You can't change the way you play partway through a match, but Chris could pick up on this and kind of go,
Oh,
right,
yeah.
I'm really
Yeah.
going to knuckle it down.
Yeah.
Like, for the next frame or two, I'm going to give it everything. Because if I can steal another frame and go
Yeah,
9-6 or
definitely.
10-6,
Oh yeah, you know,
Could
it's
I-
just showing weakness, isn't it?
Yeah.
it's like a boxer. You spot your guy on the ropes, and it's you going in,
Yeah,
right, this is it. Now,
absolutely.
1 or 2 frames here, I can really put Luke to bed.
If Chris gets the next 2 here, goes 10-6. He's
Luke's on the ropes.
really on the ropes then.
So we're starting to get to the finish line, yeah.
Strange, he hit that red before that the little cannon in the black hit it beautiful. Confident stroke, and
Yeah.
got the white going through, moved the black out of the way, and then played that funny drag-like shot, which he's probably caught it with a little bit of side is what he's done,
Yeah.
and turned the white over before it's got there and hit the red thick. You see this game so differently, don't you, when you're kind of watching?
Yeah. Because there's no pressure.
Pressure, funny old thing.
Yep. Pressure makes diamonds.
That's what they say.
You know, bit off topic while Tom's racking the balls, but what's everyone think on if the IPA play Ultimate Pool?
For
You
one,
think-
it would be very entertaining.
Yeah.
Wait there, before
Will
we
it-
get into
will it
who's
go
going to
ahead?
win, what's the teams? What would the kind of 5 players be from each camp?
Surely it's got to just be top 5. in the
Yeah,
rankings,
top
isn't it?
the top 5.
I'm not close to the rankings. Who are the top 5?
In IPA, it would be Dunster, Boyle, Farnsworth.
Hibbert, and
Hibbert.
then Marshy or Corey are 5th and 6th, aren't they? I think.
That's a strong
Clint?
five.
Oh, Clint.
Yeah, Clint's up there,
there.
but he's been playing Hayball, isn't he? So
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be in it.
And what would the ultimate pool 5
Be
look like?
Cousins, Declan Brennan's. Stevie Dempsey?
Is McHale still up there?
No,
No, I did see potentially having
If he
another
came back,
comeback.
though, he'd definitely be top 5.
Yeah.
I think he'd walk in the top
Merlin's
5.
on the top 5.
Mick-
Yeah, it's those 3, and I think it's maybe like Craig Wardenham.
Yeah,
And someone
Craig,
else.
yeah, Craig is.
Mick is obviously one of the greats of the game, isn't he? He's arguably the best ever.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
definitely
my
in that
favourite player of all
conversation, but
time.
he did play the ultimate pool, didn't he? And he never
Yeah.
really clicked or fired on it. And there were a few posts and a few comments kind of going around. It's hard to the level that Mick played, that kind of the best of the best
Yeah.
standard. To have a year or 2 out and come back, it's not just ability. He's got to have the desire and the want to kind of
Yeah.
get back to the top of the game.
Yeah.
So I don't think he is a dead cert to your point around getting the back top 5. Is he one of the greats ever? Yes. Has he got the ability? Yes. Has he got the hunger? Don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
There's so many different things you can choose from though if they do play it, isn't there? You know,
Yeah.
you've got table, cloth, balls, rules, shot clock. You know, how long of a shot clock do you have? You know, there's so many different factors that you know they'd have to come to an agreement on.
Yeah.
And that's if they do.
Yeah.
Because they may just like how it is in boxing, where you just can't agree on a contract and
Yeah.
it just fizzes out, never
Yeah.
happens.
If it's played on a Supreme IPA, walk all over.
Yeah, but then you could say the same if it's on a Rason. The Ultimate would probably win most of it.
I
Or
don't
you
know
go in the
because
middle
those
and go on like a
Rasons
black
are so
ball.
Yeah, that's
forgiving.
true. Yeah.
Those Rasons are so forgiving. I think it's a
Yeah,
bigger
that's true.
adjustment for an Ultimate player to go back
Yeah.
onto a Supreme table
Yeah.
than it is for an IPA player to
Yeah.
jump on a Rason. Because arguably, an IPA player jumping on a Rason will think, "My God, I can get away with murder here."
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
But yeah, again, any table you play on, if the cloth's brand new, you know, they're all going to slide in and they, do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, not like some of the balls that drop on those Rasons.
Oh, yeah,
though.
no, I know.
You could be in different postcodes to the pockets and
Yeah.
they still drop some of them.
Yeah. But then the last year or so for me, Dunster, like I've always been a fan of Dunster anyway, but for me
Yeah.
the last year he's really kind of lifted it up to another level
Yeah.
again.
He's dominating on
Oh,
the
yeah.
His standards from, but he couldn't cut it on the Ultimate Pool Tour. He couldn't make it.
No.
I think it was
Shot
probably
clock.
the shot clock.
Oh, definitely.
And I watched the doubles Ultimate Pool Monday night, I think it was. I watched
Yeah.
it. I personally didn't like it. I thought 15 seconds, it just felt rushed. It felt kind of wild.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough
It's
time.
turned.
That has turned.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
turned massively.
So I do like a shot clock. I would love to see a shot clock in our rules in black ball, but not 30 and 50 seconds. That is like very,
Yeah.
very quick.
I think 45 seconds is like a tidy,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
think.
it's a nice length. Because like even, you know, like when Dunster's on the TV table on IPA, you know, the shot clock, you know, he plays to a nice rhythm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
whereas when he's not on the TV table, he slows down stupidly sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you say, 40, 45 seconds, you have 30 seconds of nothing, then you get the kind of the countdown timer starts beeping you in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That feels okay.
Yeah.
You know what I really hate on the Ultimate Pool TV table is the match time, the match clock.
Oh yeah, match
I quite like
clock.
that.
I really don't. Because you'll get times then where it's like, say it's a race to 8 and both players are playing well and they're 6-all. Or, oh no, okay, that's probably a bad example. Maybe somebody goes 5-2 up and then the time
They're trying
starts
to kill the
ticking down
clock.
and they just time waste. It's like,
Yeah.
I do agree with that, and I did
it's
say
just
something.
a bit like,
Well, if you have
it just
two-
takes
yeah.
the buzz out of the ending, like, because then it's like, oh, it's impossible for that person to catch up. Like, they may not have even done anything wrong, and
Yeah.
it's just like they've lost because they've run out of time. It's just
But what happens if you kept it, but you kind of changed it slightly, so it was more kind of 90% of the time the match is going to finish naturally within the time allocation. It's just for those rare 10% of the times where
yeah, if it's
it's
dragging
getting
on,
bogged
they can-
down and
yeah,
it's
it's
slow.
place.
But you're probably right, isn't it? It's all too often you get watching the clock and then you can grind a match out boring.
Yeah.
It's not great for TV.
Yeah,
Well, there was a match on the, you know, on the Pairs Cup that you said you watched on the Ultimate Pool. Literally, there was one frame played in 20 minutes because the cue ball was literally jammed in the top right-hand pocket, and they literally just tapping back and forth for 20 minutes. Match ended 0-0.
there was
Oh,
another
wow.
there
Yeah.
frame like that a few months
It was
ago
like-
where it was
A good
It
ref
was-
should step in though then, shouldn't he?
Yeah,
Just go
yeah.
look lads.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was another one where the black left dangling and there was a red and a yellow both glued on it in the corner, and it was like a race to 4 in 20 minutes and it ended 0-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again,
Nothing
a good ref should say,
Yeah.
guys, we're on TV,
Right,
or
stay
we're on
right,
the
yeah.
stream.
Yeah.
Are any of you going to do something in this situation? No. Right, let's rack them up then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should
Yeah,
be a bit like snooker where, you know, both players look
Yeah,
at each
I
other and
agree.
say, re-rack,
Yeah.
yeah. Cool. You know, there is ways around it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to this match. This is a huge frame for Luke.
Yeah.
Luke's
He
presence on the table at the moment looks to me like a man who's resigned.
and he does seem frustrated, doesn't he? Like,
He
a couple of
does.
shots, like he potted that one in the right middle, he didn't even get down on the shot, he's just stood up and just rolled it in. You know, little
And
things
that's
like
not-
that.
That's not perfect as well.
Yeah, this is huge for Chris. Chris has just got to think one shot at a time, pick them off nice and slow, steady.
Yeah.
Don't do anything stupid. Try not to stun the ball and screw it miles. Just, roll them all in.
Down to 10 then.
I don't like that shot.
No, it's not brilliant.
He missed the yellow very similar to this in a few frames ago before the break.
Hit it thin, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's got to do some work. He's going into.
Gonna have to play with
No,
a
yeah,
little
just
bit of running, is he?
that's what I would do. Just a little bit of running. Just need to be playing a cannon.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of
So
running.
even if he just slips inside the red, he's got 3 options. But just don't miss the pot.
You could come left of the red, yeah.
Yeah.
You could come left of the red. Oh, that's nice.
That's alright.
I'm not sure if you played that gap, but it's come out lovely.
Yeah.
It's not very nice.
Yeah. It's these situations, don't overthink it, but, don't do anything stupid and just make sure of them.
But if he's going middle yellow, then right yellow, he's got to make sure he's cutting the second pot backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he's going to go into that red and then it starts to get a bit fiddly. Otherwise he's going to go
He's
into the
held
red
up
and
too
now it's a
much.
bit fiddly. Can he avoid it? Does that make sense? He should have been much closer to the
Yeah,
right hand middle
yeah,
pocket.
Is there an argument for playing the other yellow here and coming round? Looks like natural angle off the other yellow.
I think I'd play a quarter
Might be
ball.
able to just float it off the cushion though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's alright.
He's
He's
alright.
alright.
Still could have been
Drop this
avoided
in.
though.
Blue spot all day. Blue spot. Perfect. I know they're just off a break, but I think Luke needs to go back out here and just
Reset himself.
wash his hands, have a little chat to himself.
Yeah.
He can't afford to lose the next frame.
Just need to compose himself today.
Look at the scoreline. If Chris wins the next one, it puts him 10-6 up, meaning Luke's got to win 6-1.
Yeah.
I
That's
just
tough.
don't see that happening at
No.
the minute.
I don't see a 6-1.
Luke is capable of it, don't get me wrong, but
But even here though, from 9-6, Luke's still got to win 6-2. So, the way the
But
match.
Chris still has to put the chances away.
Yeah.
He could get edgy towards.
Yeah, that's true. He might
Towards
see
that
the win.
finish line.
Yeah, he might
Yeah.
see it and freeze.
Well, we haven't kept tabs, but we had obviously the back-to-back dishes off each in the first 2 frames.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen another dish, have we?
No, I don't think so.
So every
No.
frame, I think, is. I don't think we've seen a tight tactical frame either. It's been a
No.
case of one of them has gone and
Yeah.
let the other one in, and
Yeah.
sometimes let them in twice. So we know there's going to be chances. Luke just needs to cut out the mistakes now
Get a nice long safety battle now. Half an hour frame.
for the purists.
Yes.
Missing traitors for this as well.
Yeah.
don't
It's
talk
true.
to me about traitors.
Why?
I'm about 3 episodes behind,
Oh.
and I've been
Do you know what
avoiding
happened?
social media.
If you were Claudia and the pool hub had entered, who would you pick as your 3 traitors to start? There's a question now. Pool hub members only.
It's good. Good, that is actually.
Ken, I reckon Ken would be
Yeah.
a great traitor.
Crafty
Yeah,
kid.
he would.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Sneaky, quiet. I think he's got it in him just to con everybody. He would
I'd say
win
Rich
everyone.
as well.
Rich, you reckon?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe Rich.
Yeah.
Steve
Because Rich
Powell
can,
would be a good-
Rich doesn't give much.
Steve could be a
Powell
shout.
would be a
Yeah.
I
good
don't think
traitor.
Kia would give much away.
He wouldn't turn up.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I've almost spat my drink.
They'd
there,
all be
but-
standing in the turret waiting for Keir to turn up to murder.
Oh. I think Chris Simpson would be a terrible
Yeah.
traitor.
Yeah.
I think
Give everything away.
he'd be gone. But then he could be a bit like Alan Carr, that he's so bad he's good.
Yeah.
Because he's like, he can't be, can he? Is he?
Yeah.
I think I'd be rubbish. I think I'd be voted out very quickly. The first 2 or 3.
But then yeah,
He'd be
again,
murdered
Jonathan Ross
any
has
days.
stayed in for so long when he
Yeah.
shouldn't have.
True.
You know, he's got away with murder every night.
Who else have we got in the books?
Good thing.
So we're saying Rich possibly.
Yeah, yeah.
Ken.
Rich, I don't think Rich would give much away.
Keir wouldn't be there. Would Luke make a good traitor? No, I don't think he would
No.
actually.
Will Chris White?
No.
No. Who would be my third one? Tell you who could get under the radar. Logan could sneak in. I'm not sure he'd be the best of traders, but I don't think anybody would kind of
Oh.
pick on him and vote him out. Chris obviously gone in off there, giving 2 shots. Thomas checking the ball's frozen, but it's not a great set of balls even with 2 to go game.
Surely you just got to be trying to get control of the table, yeah.
Yeah. But Luke likes to attack. I don't really think he's got the best of kind of safety games where he just chooses not to play a lot of safety.
Again, I'm looking here. How many balls can I get out in the same shot?
And I think Luke will be thinking similar. He is a very attacking player. Plays a good attacking brand of pool. I don't think he's going to be looking to kind of pot a red and then cover a pocket. Yeah, there we go. Say no more.
Oh, and he's missed all of the problem balls.
It was a little bit wild, wasn't it? Didn't he's going?
Oh,
he's
not even thinking
gone.
about anything, yeah.
Does show the frustration in it.
This could go one of 2 ways now.
You can
He's
either start fizzing or
Correct.
start just
No,
making
yeah.
more errors.
Yeah, if he gets a wild clearance, you know, might give him a boost. But then
What's he
if
doing?
You can go into them.
He can go into them, yeah.
but if he goes for a wild clearance and doesn't get them, you know, he'd be leaving the world on money.
Oh, he's done well to miss that.
He's on tilt, isn't he? That's actually kind of all right.
Yeah, he hasn't left a finish. Another nice one anyway.
Chris has got to be picking up that Luke is frustrated. He's throwing his arm at the ball.
Yeah.
If you've kind of got something where you think you're niggling your opponent at this stage, you keep going at it, don't you?
Yeah, I think
If
the
you
worst
think-
thing Chris can do now is change his game, isn't it?
Yeah. See, Luke's lost, you know, a bit of composure now, and he like not taking that extra second to make sure on the shot.
Yeah.
Oh, no, snooker himself.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's a lifeline for Luke.
It's just lost a little bit of shape, the match at the moment.
Was that a prediction?
I think if Luke wins this at 9-7, the way they're both playing, it's still an open game, but at 10-6, it's a long way to come back from 10-6. So I just don't see how Chris at that point doesn't get at least half a dozen chances.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going to have 6 chances at least to finish the match off.
He's nailed it.
Aha.
Oh, that red goes in the middle as well.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's going to hurt Luke.
Oh yeah.
This could be the final nail, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be cute and clever with this.
Yeah. Give yourself a shot and just pot it.
Where his hand is on the table, even if he was down there, all he's got to do is pot the red.
Yeah, anywhere in that corner.
Yeah, you haven't got to be trying to do a funny little stun here, because either you'll quit on it and leave it funny, or you'll stun past it. Yeah, just kind of where his fingers are. Keep it easy.
I think he is trying to be perfect.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be here. Don't put the cue ball on the rail, so keep it off the rail so you can cue at the red, and again it's a cue it clean, no side, just roll it in. Oh my wow.
Wow. He's fine though.
Oof.
He's nice and close to it.
Does look a bit straight though.
Yeah,
Might be a
I think
little
I'd
bit
have
too
preferred to
straight.
be that inch or two
Yeah.
left of that.
Well, yeah. You know, if you're either high on it or even low on it, you know, either side you still have a shot.
I don't think he's straight.
Looks to be digging down a little bit on this, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he was straight. But that camera angle's deceiving it.
Again, right, like they're going in, but just look at how hard and how much pressure he's putting on himself to keep making these pots.
Do you go middle or do you go top?
He's
Yeah.
potted a good one up the corner a couple of frames ago. I'd go corner again and I'd thump it again.
Yeah. Loads of confidence. He's pretty much straight on it.
Oh, he can't make his mind up.
He's got to commit to one way or the other here.
Go corner, that's it. Have a walk on the table if you're not settled.
Yeah.
The nerves are starting to kick in now. You can see the finishing line.
Oh. First sign of nerves.
Can Luke find a little bit of momentum? Frame at a time, just, you know, put the pressure back on Chris.
Can he pot that in the middle?
Double might be the only thing on.
But then even if he can pot it, he's going to have to, what? Pot it in the middle, pot the right corner, and you don't want to be
And then go
taking that
back
down the
across.
left rail next.
Last.
Because you can't screw back to the black.
Yeah.
Oh, he's throwing away chances, yeah.
And the yellow's gone safe.
I can only assume by doing that shot, he wasn't on it in the middle.
Yeah.
He couldn't have been, could he? Like to cut it in the middle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice.
If Chris has covered that one in the middle, he's kind of got away with one there.
Yeah.
But those last 3 balls, it was just so important not to try and get too tight in that and leave
Yeah.
yourself to the cut back. So it was a case of the first shot was unmissable and he almost missed it. And then the next red should have just been
Yeah.
this is my black, just roll
Yeah.
it in. And the white would have swung away from the black, then leaving it nice. Just put himself under pressure. It's looking like this is over though, boys.
Yeah.
Luke's body language has just changed completely, isn't it?
Yeah. It's as if he just doesn't care anymore.
Yeah. Just seem quite half-hearted and he on pretty much
Yeah.
every shot now.
Which is strange because he's had chances and Chris still needs 2, so I don't think Chris is going to dish 2. Doesn't look like that at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'd be if I was in Luke's corner thinking you're going to get chances, just knuckle down a little bit. You can easily win 2 or 3 in a row.
Yeah.
you get to 10-8, you get to 10-9, it's game on.
Yeah.
Chris's break.
See what he does on this break then.
Go for the kill now. Absolutely crunch these. Is what I would be
He's
going
happy
for.
with his break.
He didn't hit the last one half as hard as he should have.
No. Made a ball.
Oh, what's he left? A plant.
That yellow down the bottom left, top left is horrible though, isn't it?
Yeah. And the reds are disgusting, so
Not easy.
to be fair, could he play the plant, screw back and then pot that
In the middle.
yellow he's closest to in the middle? Because the
Yeah.
reds aren't nice at all.
And if he's straight dead, he can pot the dead weight and leave him
Yeah.
on top of the red if he misses it anyway.
Yeah.
And the reds aren't necessarily
He
too
has got
nice.
a half a chance here.
Yeah.
You've only got to be careful. I would go for the shot you said. I would play it that way. But if he pots his first plant and does what he's doing now and misses that yellow, I think he leaves the frame tap-ins because those three reds, I think they plant, don't they? The one that's by the yellow plants onto the other one.
Right. Oh, he's so
done
far.
it. Yeah.
So I think if he goes for this in the middle, I think he's gifting the frame. If they don't plant, then it's a free shot.
And this yellow closest to the bottom cushion, as we look, is not very nice either.
Can he play this without going in off in the other middle? He's looking at it. It's got to be close, is it?
Yeah, I think it looks close.
Oh, don't double this over. Is he on the yellow in the middle by the reds? By the two reds?
I doubt it.
No think?
He could be.
Doesn't look far off, does it? Goodness. I think he is, you know.
Still an edge of that yellow sticking out.
Close, isn't it?
He's so rich he's using money as a ruler.
It's close. Not left too much though.
He's actually played that very nice.
Yeah.
Puts Luke under a lot of pressure now.
Could see Luke going for a wild W into the bottom
Yeah.
right.
I was just looking at that shot now.
Yeah.
I think Luke might struggle to turn that down.
Yeah. Because if he tops it through, he'd be on that one to the right middle, nudge the other one, and then work his way back down. But
What does he do it, Luke? His head's completely gone.
yeah,
He's made it a bit fiddly though.
yeah, these have still got to go.
He has made it fiddly with the reds gone. So I'm putting the white on the balk line as far left as I can get it, and I'm going to just cut that red by the black onto the right hand cushion and just go white on and off the top cushion. This is going to go wrong now. It's going to leave the yellow on the rail. Gosh.
Pressure's on you.
He's on easy.
He's going to play that in the middle.
This is what Luke needs to keep telling himself, that Chris, he's not making these look easy, and he is needing 2 or 3 chances a frame.
Yeah. But Luke is giving him the 2 or 3
Yeah,
chances
he is
in
at the
every frame.
moment, isn't he?
Right, if this isn't a wake-up call for Luke to get his head back in the game, then I don't know what is.
It's not easy though from there, is it?
But the fact that Chris is not taking chances.
Luke had I know he potted a yellow, but he only had a tricky double last time. He hasn't
Yeah.
really got a starter this time. He's probably feeling everything is going against him at the moment.
Do you play a snooker here? Or because that yellow's so close to the middle pocket, is it just fraught with danger?
It's not a bad shot, and if those 2 reds are touching up in the top left, I think if you come off it and hit that first one kind of full in the face, it should hit the cushion. I think I would play the snooker.
Or even could you slide off the red closest to the black?
No, I think I'm going left cushion into the 2 that are almost touching. The furthest one's down the table. Full in the face. He's gone.
Absolutely gone.
These could go wrong though. So you take the easy one on the centre pocket to guarantee the pot, but then can't quite guarantee with the actually change the plan. I know what I'm doing. Hit the middle yellow of the 3, just chip it down towards the corner, and then just cannon the one in the middle.
I think that's the shot. Ooh. He's hit it a bit too thick, isn't he?
He doubled it rather than cutting it down towards the corner.
Oh, is he going to be putting that black?
Behind all the reds.
I think the way this game is coming, I think this is going to come up perfect. I don't know why.
Just to rub salt in Luke's wounds.
Yeah, it's going that way at the moment.
Just like perfectly misses the 3 reds and sits. Ooh.
He's missed the
Again,
yellow.
he hasn't left that much.
He's put the black safe. Again. Well, I say safe.
I'm not sure if he's bridging or not on that red to the right of the cue ball.
If it's 2, then he can play it off the yellow, can't he, to
Yeah.
hold the white a little bit.
Again, I think I play the snooker here though.
Do you?
If I'm struggling, like Luke obviously is struggling at the minute, I think I
I
play the
guess you
snooker
could
here.
play the snooker and use the reds to cover the path of the black. Like that.
How he gets out of this, I don't
That's
know.
pretty good.
Is there any option other than draws?
Yeah, that angle he's looking at now with top spin. Banana it round the black.
Banana it, yeah.
Yeah. The way it's going on, even if he misses his, I don't fancy Luke to get the reds. Don't know why, because the one up kind of towards the balk line, it is in the open, right? But it is a little bit tricky the way the game's going at the moment. He's going to have to develop the kind of three that are together a little bit. Then he's got to black down the rail.
If Luke wants to stay in this match, he has to take them.
How confident is he? Because he could kind of pot one of the arrows and hide again.
Yeah.
That black now is missable. Does he try to get out the second
it's
time?
still tricky.
I love those shots down the rail though.
Yeah, I know you do.
No, I'm going to have a little
Leave
nudge
that
to the
there.
black again. I would from here.
Oh, inside it.
See, it's just not quite going in his way at the moment, is it?
At this point now, I think he's just going to back himself to pot them all.
Yeah, don't worry about how they go, just make sure they go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about potting now, isn't it? Not so much positioning.
That's alright.
Luke's just going to play to his strengths now, and you know his strength is potting.
I wouldn't go the black again this time. That's alright.
Yeah.
I thought he was snookered himself for a minute.
He's going to be able to get himself nice and close to the black, hopefully.
Flick.
Yeah, a little screw back.
Just in case I would top this to only leave the white on the top cushion. Just in case.
Oosh.
He's hanging on.
Yeah.
He walked away from the table a lot quicker than he has done in any of the last three
Yeah.
frames there. You might get a little fizz on now.
Obviously this tournament, King of the Hill, there's been lots of tournaments in the hub over the last year. This is the biggest one, is that fair to say? It's the biggest title?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And Chris, you know what he's like, right? It's his place. He runs a great venue for us. To win the title, there's a little bit of pressure on it.
Howdy.
Hell of a boy.
Yes, I think Chris will feel the finishing line. He will know that it's a
definitely.
big King of the Hill title. It's in his own hub. All you boys have entered. Chris will want to win this more than Luke.
Yeah.
And 2 frames away, it's daft, right? But it's huge. You hear all the time in snooker commentary. 2 frames is a long way to go. When you're on the hill,
Yeah.
you can almost fall over the edge, can't you?
Yeah.
You can get a lucky finish, or your opponent gifts you a frame. When you've got 2, there's still work to be done.
Marathon going back and
Is there a comeback in it? Is Luke gonna put up a bit of a run?
I think he'll definitely get the chances too.
I agree. He will have the chances.
It's just whether he holds himself together and takes the chances.
He hasn't really hit those, has he?
Oh. They are very takeable.
if this yellow goes past the black, then
Yeah.
You know what,
take
right?
that first ball.
I wouldn't take it first ball. So I think
No.
if I was playing and playing well, I would take it first ball. But in this scenario, given how strong the yellows are,
Yeah,
I would
just
pot.
guarantee
I'd pot that one in the
Guarantee
middle,
colour set
Yeah.
take the yellow,
Yeah.
and then I'd be thinking pot all of those and probably even take it as my last ball. So I'm nice and like the one in the right middle and the one down the rail as my last 2.
I don't trust my cue ball control enough to leave it as last ball.
a strange little shot.
Well, he's tough now.
He almost missed the pot then. Do you keep chasing? Or do you put a yellow in a hole? See what Luke can do.
I think considering the lead that he has, the second option, just see what Luke has.
Again, it depends if that yellow passes the black. If I've got two problem balls there.
So I think the yellow does pass the black. The one on the top left definitely doesn't go though.
No. Can he screw into it now? Is he straight on that one in the middle?
I don't
Then he's got
think
nothing
so.
afterwards, to be fair.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's alright.
Ben, you called it. I think that's the right play, isn't it?
Yeah. Because he's sitting quite comfortable with a three frame lead.
Yeah, and Luke hasn't looked convincing in the last few frames.
Luke's the one who's got to do the chasing, so.
But then if Luke starts chasing and gets a wild clearance, you know, it might give him a boost.
Yeah.
Be careful with this. Don't leave him an easy out behind the black. Nice shot. Nice and tight. So this one, line up middle and then go a ball and a half higher middle.
Why do I have a feeling he's just going to slip through and go straight it off?
It's very easy to do, isn't it?
See, I find I'd go past it and miss the ball completely. Nice shot. He's got a chance here, mind.
Yeah, as this yellow goes on the way up.
I'm not convinced.
This is one where the elbow can come out.
He's got to really cue it.
It's nice though, it's a nice angle here.
Bit negative that was.
Yeah.
I don't think he played the pot that, did he?
No, I don't think so.
Which is strange because all he had to do was kind of pot and
Yeah,
stun
'cause he
over to
did-
the left. If he's played to cover the pocket, it's actually puts again keeping Luke under the kind of screw. He's under pressure. That's tough.
Marcus, you play Skillio, wouldn't you?
I wouldn't play the skill, yeah. I don't know what I would play.
The yellow's
two
3 inches away
skillies.
from the pocket and he's still Skillio.
I'd probably be looking, if it's on, to cut the red as closest to the white towards the yellow, and then maybe sit the white kind of back on the black. Yeah, this is what I would do, try and get the white and the black. You gotta get a snooker though.
No.
He hasn't got the snooker.
Ooh.
He hasn't got the snooker, but he has covered the black in the corner.
Chris can find himself on the far left, on the left-hand rail,
Yeah.
he can just float round off two on that one in the top left anyway. Whether he tries to go over from it now or off the one into the top right.
Always close to that middle bag.
No, he's fine. Don't screw it. Just lots of side. I need to screw this.
Down in the middle.
Oh, he's gone.
That's perfect.
This plum, yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
It's a little bit close, so it might be a little bit
No,
of a
I like being close.
I got a tendency to
little
get
bit of a
jabby
quick
with
one.
these.
Yeah. Nice. Nicely
Played
done.
that well.
Very nice.
Luke's not really putting him under pressure though, is he?
No.
Man, it was difficult for Luke to get into that frame, but he's not really putting Chris under any sorts of pressure. Chris has got a big lead. It's hard to see how Chris tightens up from here. 5-0. I still think though, if Luke can play some decent stuff, I still think the odds are that Chris won't do a dish.
Is it Luke's break, yeah?
Was it 11-7? No, it's
Chris
break.
broke first.
Yeah,
Chris
yeah,
break.
Chris is uneven.
Luke's probably left this exit of the room a bit late.
Yeah.
Should have gone 2 frames ago. What do you do if you're Luke then, guys? I don't think he can play like he has been playing. What do? Do you kind of go more aggressive and kind of fluid and try to take the finishes, or do you go grind down? If he's going to beat me, he's going to have to take a finish from somewhere.
Do you go super, super tight?
Tap break him. Jack the queue up. 2 balls go off the pack.
But Chris is on 11. He dished the first one. The other 10, he's had at least 2 chances.
Yeah.
Do you now keep it super tight with Chris?
Well, that's the thing though. They've both needed 2 or 3 chances in every frame.
They have, yeah.
So, they both are more than capable of dishing, but, under this circumstance now.
Yeah, that's it. With the pressure of the final, plus obviously a slot in here commentating for the first time, people watching.
Yeah.
We mentioned it probably is the biggest tournament that the hub has had.
23 people watching.
That's just Mark logged into every device that is.
I was about to say the same thing. That's Mark covering all rooms of his own.
Oh, Mason's watching anyway.
Mark's got his mate to open up curries for him. Yes, he's got it on all the TVs.
Who's on comms? 3 hours for 16 frames, Mason said. Oh, not at them well at all.
See, this is a layout where you could be tempted by a finish.
Yeah. I'd be tempted to have a go on yellows here.
But then you can't really blame him for tightening up.
go yellows. The one that's making it awkward for me is kind of the one that's high of the black, kind of the middle of the three. You can get on it easy enough, but if it's not your last ball, you've kind of got to get on it and the next yellow, which is quite tough.
Yeah, don't mind that. One down the rail next. And then that yellow you mentioned, Marcus.
Yeah, but it's harder now because how's he going to get back out of it?
If you can get straight dish on it, just nip it back an inch or two then. For the one that's practically over the right hand bag.
Right hand bag next, by the looks of it. You only want to play this slowly because the left hand yellow will just develop over to the left pocket.
And then do you go middle? Can you get on it?
Could play this one across that rail, then take the one underneath the black into the left middle, nudge the red that's next to it and leave the yellow long at the top.
Yellow underneath the black, does that go in
I assume it
top
goes in
right
the
down pocket?
I think so.
Yep.
Can you come round the back of the reds? Don't know if you can. Looks like he's leaving it long, is he? Leaving it in the gap?
It's a small gap to go for though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Played it well though.
Yeah, very well. Then does that black go in half a pocket? Does this white run behind the red?
Oh, bridging as well. Well, he might not be actually. Oh, he is. That's a very nice finish.
Yeah.
So those are the type of finishes Luke can get. In this match, that's his first good finish like that, and I think he probably needed 2 or 3. That's a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
He needed 2 or 3 of those before now. But he's still going. It is 11-8.
Yeah. One big break, yeah.
Yeah.
Frame at a time.
Frame at a time. Just keep telling yourself 11-8. I win one more 11-9. I've got to win one more 11-10, and then it's coin toss. I'm back in now.
Yeah.
Nice finish. That was very nice, especially given the pressure. I think he misses any of those last 2 or 3 pots and he's out, isn't he?
I'd say so, yeah.
He's gone.
The only thing that was making the reds difficult was the yellows.
Yeah. Especially that last yellow that he took on, to find that small gap between the black and the reds. Played it lovely and length of the table, nice weight. Fiddly.
That's the thing I'm not keen on with the cup breaks. See, they got a tendency to all go one side of the table, haven't they?
So what time do we turn this sofa into a bed then?
Like if Luke wins this frame,
Yeah.
I definitely have a curry on my own.
Don't mind that, Tom.
we're having pizza now, are we?
Yes.
This is right, easy, Luke. This is not the time to be going for a finish.
It's just not on. Is it?
It's just not on from there.
He's on literally nothing.
Yeah, every yellow's horrible.
But he's got down and whacked that. I preferred reds from there, especially with those 2 yellows in the top corner have gone really, really
Yeah.
horrible. Still, knock them out now, I would, off the cushion, off the right hand
Yeah.
cushion. Just develop those 2 and say, Chris, there you go, help yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think that is just the lack of composure.
If he's on this, though, he's going to go top left or bottom left and screw into the one at the top. He loves a big finish, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Slow it down.
Even when he needs to win 4 frames in a row.
Yeah.
Be some finish if he takes these from you.
If he develops these 2 in the corner that are almost touching, I don't think Chris can take the frame from there. Sensible pool. Make him beat you. Don't gift him the match. This is a shot.
Yeah, he's been sensible. Oh, ooh.
That's alright. Yeah, they've gone to a plant. That's alright.
Bit fortunate, but you know, it's the bit of run that you need to get back into a match now.
Yeah, absolutely is. I don't mind Chris, you're whacking these.
That's not bad. Is that yellow close enough to the top left where you can play that red into the yellow and knock it out? Those are too far away.
Too far
It's
away
too
from
far
this
away
angle.
from you. He didn't play it.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
nice.
do that.
Alright.
That's a nice shot, it is.
Something wild here, I think.
Slamming in the middle and screwing.
Yeah. Or cut it up the top or something.
I think I cut those 2 yellows kind of towards the middle of the table. Cut the one nearest the cushion up towards and try and block off the middle pocket for that red. And just bump the white kind of out where it is again. Oh dear me. Again, that's not the shot for me. Same as before. Right hand cushion, try to catch the back yellow and leave the white snookering him. Where is he going? I'd have a go from you.
I think I'd. Yeah, I think I'd probably have a go from here as well.
Try to get up on this lone top red early. Chris seems to have a bit of a bounce in his step here. He's tried to pot that.
I don't know if he has, because he hasn't played it hard enough to like
Do you expect
do
that if
anything
he was
with the
playing
white?
to pot that, he'd put a bit of right hand side on it? Just
Yeah, because he had to do something to avoid the black.
So you think he's played to cover the pocket?
Oh, I think he's played the pot. He's just played it really negatively.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like the pace that red flew across, it didn't look tentative as if you were
Yeah.
trying to take the pocket. That's not bad actually. Forces Chris to double black.
Yeah.
I think I would just poke this left hand yellow onto the middle pocket. Let Chris go. If he takes some, he takes some. But if he doesn't, then at least you've got one on the middle. You can play a skilly. That's not the shot. He's still got work though, isn't he? He's got to play that plant and get the red out, and then he's either going to have to play a double or a black down the rail. Just play the plant gently, isn't it? So the top red kind of goes towards the right a little bit. That's a strange shot.
I don't fancy the look of that plant, see.
But if these aren't guaranteed, which they're not, you've got a ball that's in the open, it's right on the pocket, it's your kind of get out of jail balls. If it goes pitong, you can pot it and pretty much put the white anywhere on the table. You don't roll it in and put the white back where you started. It just means now you've got to get this right, otherwise you've got less options. Again, it's such a weird shot. If he's going to play that shot, you play that first shot.
Yeah. Like you were saying earlier, you know, you either commit or you don't.
Yeah. It's just a strange one to roll a ball on the hole, put the white kind of where you were anyway.
Yeah.
Luke's in a world of pain here though. That's a great shot.
Look at the angle he's got.
If this falls nicely.
Can you get behind it?
Fizzer. Oh, he's
he's got it
massively
off.
unlucky there.
Should be
I mean, there was
cleared in.
always a risk there, but
Yeah, but he sort of just stunned straight into it, whereas, you know, if he's played it off the top cushion and then into it, whereas he's just sort of stunned straight into it. If he used the cushion, you know, he'd have had been a lot easier.
Still think there's life in this for him for some reason.
Yeah.
shouldn't be, should there?
There shouldn't be. Can't be.
Oh.
Nah, he finishes these.
He's got to, surely.
A free go to land on it nice in the middle, but no.
Well, yeah, you can either just roll it in and play it in the middle, or float round when he's got 3-4 foot to land in, just to play it into the left corner.
I think, to be fair, Chris, I think, has looked the better player tonight.
Yeah.
Like, it hasn't been without its fault.
He's just missed the red.
Oh.
Dear Lord.
but he's definitely been the better player, deserving of the win. Luke will be disappointed with that one. I think he didn't really put up much of a fight, but congratulations, Chris Simpson, Pool Hub Swansea King of the Hill champion.
Does that mean all our memberships are £1 less next month?
Yes.
You did see those trophies he put on the table at the start. They need to be funded. Is there a presentation? Do we stay on the stream for the presentation, or do we wrap it up?
Just turn it off, I bet you'd be filming.
Do we need to say thank you to Thomas Heal as well, coming down, reffing the match.
Faultlessly.
Yeah, you know, taking time out of his own day to do it.
Yeah, fair play to Thomas. He come from Cardiff. His dad drives him down. What's he put in? A 3.5 hour, 4 hour shift to ref this for us.
Just for the love of the game.
But to be fair to Thomas, he doesn't give up. Every shot he's watching, he's going to make sure there's no silly blunders. There he is.
There he is.
Grinning from
You
ear to ear,
turned
the
your-
champ.
You turned it off. My damn fucking Q-tip.
Done.
Post-match
You turned it
interview?
off.
No, still
All
on.
right.
Post-match interview?
All right. No, Charlie, can't not do an interview. Mate. We'll have a photo now and then. You can turn it off.
Speech then. Right, we'll pull a plug on the commentary for tonight then, folks. Thank you very much. Tom's having a curry, Ben's having a pizza, and I'm going home for some Stranger Things. Jack, what are you doing?
What does that mean?
Right.